Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Sunday, July 23rd, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $, ORION, NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got MLB action this afternoon. Toronto Blue Jays versus the Seattle Mariners. Game 3 in the set. Can we get the sweep? We will find out. Hopefully we can. And I am ready to go. Alek Manoah, Brian Wu, let's get it. And I just got done doing a NFL top 5 running back video of going into 2023. A full breakdown with stats and no biased opinions. It's all unbiased. And hopefully we'll get some people to come through and, check those out. And I'll continue to do them that way. I did a NFL top 5 quarterbacks, but I kind of did it like a short where it was just kind of naming off who I thought the top 5, but going over a breakdown and actually showing the stats. So that way people can understand me, where I'm going. So I'm going to be doing all of those NFL videos with full breakdowns, probably about 10-minute videos. And we'll do each position, quarterback. I might even go back and redo the quarterback video so that way I can go back and kind of, give my personal breakdown. But quarterback, running back, we'll do wide receiver tomorrow, tight end, maybe O-line, D-line, defense, and other positions with special teams as well. So I got the NASCAR Cup Series Pocono race on right now. We're on lap 50 of 160, stage 220 of 65 on USA. And then we're getting ready for this Mariners Blue Jays matchup. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Odin Sun with a tenner before the stream started. I really do appreciate you. He's probably not going to be in the building, but anytime I can get someone that'll donate even when they're not here, it means a lot to get us started early, and hopefully we can get to the goal today. So Odin Sun, I appreciate you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $10 holla. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you, Odin Sun. And I'll throw up a couple photos for him, even if he's not in the stream, just to show that love and appreciation. Tiger's in the building. What's good? Sarah is in the building. How are you? $10. Let's get to $190 to go. Mike is in the building. How are you? I got the race on here, obviously through the USA app. So I got that. And then we're just getting ready for everything to kind of get situated. And again, I'm going to be pumping out a lot of those uploads as far as top 5 players, as we're going for each position, as we're getting closer and closer to college football and the NFL. Let's get it, baby. I'm ready. And I didn't get a chance to watch all 50 laps, but I did notice there was a few wrecks, obviously, within the first 50, at least one that I saw. But I got it on the TV, or it's actually on the computer with me right now. So and I'm just kind of getting situated. So let's go over some of the photos and things that we have for the stream. And again, if you are wanting to be able to look at some additional material, I will be pumping out uploads, which I haven't done in a while. The uploads that I've done with the top 5 quarterback, top 5 running back, those two are the first uploads that I've done in over a year, just because I've been doing strictly live streams. So I know if I keep pumping those out, we may be able to get in some subs and some additional new people or old school people that are going to come back to the channel. So, and we got Alek Manoah on the mound, who's definitely struggled this year, and Brian, woo! Let's go, baby. And let's go over the starting lineups for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays. Leading off for the Toronto Blue Jays, right fielder George Springer. Batting second, shortstop Bo Bichette. Batting third, DHing for Toronto, Brandon Belt. Hitting cleanup and batting fourth for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting fifth, third baseman Matt Chapman. Batting sixth, second baseman Whit Merrifield. Batting seventh, left fielder Dalton Varsho. Batting eighth, catching for Toronto this afternoon, Danny Jansen. And batting ninth, center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. And on the mound, Alek Manoah. I see you. Let's go, baby. It's very difficult to get sweeps no matter what, so I'm not holding my breath, but I hope we play well. All right, let's go over the starting lineups of my Seattle Mariners. Leading off for Seattle, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Nice homer yesterday. Batting third, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. And he had 2 homers yesterday. I see you, Cal. Batting sixth, first baseman Ty France. Batting seventh, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. Making his debut in the lineup in a long, long time. Batting eighth, left fielder Taylor Trammell. Let's go, Taylor. And batting ninth, second baseman Colton Wong. And on the mound for the Mariners, Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. You're raw, but you still got a lot of talent. Let's get it, baby. Brian Woo all day, every day. And it's kind of crazy if you actually look at the records. Alek Manoah is 2-8 this year with a 6.18 ERA. Woo 1-2 with a 4.74 ERA. So it's kind of crazy that Manoah is struggling so bad. So this is an opportunity where we might be able, to get the dub. So I'm really hoping for that. Again, I got Pocono on right now as we're just waiting for the game to get situated here. I got to be able to, get in as much time as possible. All right, so let me mute the cup there. All right, baby, let's go. All right, so I got to adjust it now so I can watch both. One sec. Yeah, because Manoah is a good pitcher, like all-star caliber pitcher normally, but to be so shitty this year, hey, I'll take it. We're trying to break out the brooms. All right. I think I got my screen situated now. All right. So I got to move this one over. I got to minimize this. And then I think I'm going to put the NASCAR stream over here on the right of me. So that way I can keep focus. All right. So let me situate it here. It's always, trying to do multiple things. All right. Perfect. All right. We're good to go. Man, let's go. Let's turn a little audio up here of Pocono while I'm waiting. But I hope everyone is doing well. I love you guys and I miss you guys. And again, I haven't done a lot of uploads of over a year just because I've been strictly focusing on kind of just live streams. But we're getting back into NFL season. I'm in a new location now. Me and the girlfriend broke up. I got Paisley. Now there is no excuses to even grind harder than I already have been. And I'm already recording every day. So now it's trying to record, multiple things every day, which will be a little challenging, but it's going to be worth it. And hopefully we'll be able to gain some subs, some views. And apparently you can do thanks on uploads now for the last couple months. I just saw it today where you can actually donate based off uploads. So pretty cool. But I'll be doing top 5 quarterback. I did that already, but that was just like a 24-second video of me naming my top 5. And now moving forward, every position I do after, I'm going to do a breakdown with stats, that you can actually physically see on the screen, through like ESPN or Google, right? And then also go over the HD 4K photo and kind of give my opinion of why I think that these guys are going to be around that position. And again, it's all based on hoping that these top 5 don't get injured. So if you haven't peeped it just yet, make sure you end up checking that video out. It's only about 10 minutes long. And every video I do of a top 5 per position going into 2023 with a breakdown will be about 10 minutes long. So at least that's what I'm going for. And I think that'll help us grow, doing those, and then maybe even doing some reaction videos on some games. We'll kind of wait and see. All right, let me go through some of the comments. Mike is in the building. What's good? I got Pocono on for you and me. All right, I got to turn down the volume here. Boom. Volume is turned down. Okay, so I got that going, and hopefully everything ends up going smoothly. When you end up having a gig, right, I should be able to stream and watch multiple things at once. So I don't see any lag or anything. So God bless Ziply and their gig service, baby. But if we end up having any issues, I'll have to turn off the NASCAR race. But for the time being, I'm going to keep it going. Oh, one of my favorites in the building. Caitlin is back. How are you? I've missed you. Hopefully things are going good in your life. Lauren in the building. What's good? How are you? Ooh, Ottawa Red Blacks, Calgary Stampeders. Thank you, man. And like I said, I think people will like my breakdowns just because I'm going to be showing the stats, on the screen, so that way that I can kind of give you my opinion and how my brain works. When I end up doing top five, top tens, and the reason why my opinions and my top five and top 10 lists are never going to be like anybody else's. I'm never copying, anything from Madden or ESPN or NFL Network. It's all going to be 100% original. And I think you guys will appreciate that as well. I'm glad that you're back. We've missed you. ESPN Do Ocho. Let's go. All right. I'm going to minimize that. All right. And we're about to get started here. Let them know. Let them know. Like, sub, donate. You can even donate on uploads. That was fucking new to me. But again, I just saw it and I was like, what the hell is this thanks underneath the video, like where you can like the video or share it? And apparently you can donate on uploads. So of course, if any down the road, I don't expect it to for anyone to donate on these first two videos that I do, but I'm hoping at some point or another we can end up getting possibly some donos on the uploads, because I'm gonna put all my blood, sweat, and tears in everything I do. So, oh, happy belated birthday! I hope it was a great one. And again, we've been missing out on some of the, great people that are normally regulars on the channel. We've been missing you. We've been missing Holly, and hopefully we can get Holly back in the building. I keep, checking up on her, making sure the mental health is good. I send her pictures of Paisley like I do with Caitlin and a few others, just to kind of, keep people up to date on what's kind of going on in my life, and hopefully things are going good with y'all. No problem. And anyone that ends up watching my top five NFL running back video with breakdown and stats, please like the video and comment on it. And if you think that your top five is different, which I know it probably will be for 99% of the people on planet Earth, please comment on that video, and let's help, try to get my uploads back to where they were. So that way we can keep growing the channel and we can get over 20K sooner than later. All right, we're in the top of the first inning. Let's go, baby. All right, Springer in the box. Woo! On the mound. First pitch strike swinging for Woo, baby. Let's go. George Springer. Let's go. Leading off for the Toronto Blue Jays. And on the mound, it's our boy, Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. And I don't know, Caitlin, you've been gone for a minute, so I don't know if you've been able to see this kind of format or not. But I gave a sneak peek to Sarah on what my football streams are going to be looking like, and obviously if you look at the football cards, the 1970 tops that I have in my NFL top five video, that's going to be the background. So we're pretty much going to keep it like this with the scoreboard at top. That will automatically update, and then we'll end up having kind of a piece of who I am, with baseball cards, football cards. So we'll have football cards on the outside, the scoreboard, a minimized screen, still have the ticker. So it's pretty exciting. Like, I'm finally getting the look of the stream and obviously the thumbs exactly where I wanted it to be. It's a long journey. I've been grinding for 11 years, 7 years on YouTube. So we got a long ways to go. But I think that you guys are really going to enjoy the format moving forward. And the football format is going to be fire. And I was just playing around with it to get ready for the Hall of Fame game with the Browns. I think it's the Browns and the Jets. but I got that and I gave a sneak peek to Sarah. So it's going to be cool. Really excited about that. All right, come on, Woo. 2-2 count to Springer. You are a quarter century old. Let's go. I think my day is already made because Caitlin's in the building. You know, she's a big part of the channel. She loves to drop stats. Very passionate fan of the Packers and the Brew Crew and the Milwaukee Bucks and the Wisconsin Badgers. So I imagine when you're in the building, if you got any new stats for me, it doesn't even have to be baseball related. But I did get to see your Brewers. And obviously, as you know, you had a nice little debut by Sal Frelick. Got him! And wow, diving catches off the wall. Went 3-3 sack fly to take the lead. And like I said, very stressful. But I was able to be able to check that, comeback win down 0-3, and then you won 4-3. But Sal Frelick, pretty sweet. I was like, am I watching Ken Griffey Jr.? And that's why I love you guys, because you guys will always, update me on what's going on with your team. It may not be every day I see highlights of the Brewers. So very cool. And that's why I love you guys, because we share that relationship. We share that communication, and we share the passion for our teams and our players. And I figured that you were going to bring it up, but obviously Air Whitey, sent me it on Instagram, and I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. So hopefully things are turning around for you guys. Top of the first, 0-0, 1 out. Next up is Bo Bichette. But for some of y'all that haven't been on the channel in a minute, obviously I'm always going to be upgrading the looks of the channel, and very excited, for the future of the channel with the people that I have in it. Let's go. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss on Bo Bichette. 1-2 count. Woo. Doing woo-like things. Let's go, baby. Brian. Woo. Let's go. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm very excited for the upcoming season. And again, I just want to accommodate everybody as much as I can. And I have a custom scoreboard that Johnny made for me, who also made one for Tom. But obviously, you have to layer that scoreboard like a cake. And on certain platforms, it doesn't allow you to do it. And obviously, with that custom scoreboard, I got to use it a little bit last year on another platform. But it's like 50 layers on top of each other. So I have to improvise. So I figured, okay, I'll just minimize my screen. We'll end up using a scoreboard at the top, and then we'll just incorporate baseball, basketball, football, hockey cards based on whatever sport we're doing. And it's kind of exciting, moving forward on how it's going to end up looking. So very excited. I know. And I like to be able to share those type of things with y'all too, especially when I'm seeing not only one big catch robbing a home run, he did it like 2 or 3 times. I see you, Sal, and I see you, Caitlin. So if you have any fun facts for me, it can be any sport, basketball, baseball, football, anything like that. Let me know. Little dribbler, right to Woo. He'll take it himself, 2 away. Here we go, Brian. I like that. But I think a lot of people that haven't visited the channel in a minute are going to be pleasantly surprised on what it looks like for my thumbs, as well as what the actual stream looks like. And I'm going to incorporate, all the HD 4K photos. I'm still going to be clicking buttons like a madman. I'm going to be fully producing the show, which is going to be a lot harder than most people when they stream. But I think that you guys are really going to enjoy all the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears that I'm putting in. Next up, DHing for Toronto, Brandon Belt. Let's go, baby. Bucks, Rays, Bolts in the building. What's good? Keep me updated on the NASCAR race as well, Mike, if you have anything updated to tell me. 251 average, 7 homers, and 23 ribbies for Brandon Belt in 2023. Popped up. Hit Trammell. God damn it, Trammell. Hustle. You just got called up from AAA and you do a half-ass run towards foul territory. Come on, man. We need wins with Woo. Tigers got it knocked right on the head. Yeah, we need the Rangers to slow down. But technically they did. They lost 11 out of 16 going into the break. So we'll just see if they can continue on a downward spiral. But then if they slide down, it's good for us in the division, but we still got to worry about the Astros. But then you still got the Rays and the Orioles in the American League just balling out of control. So 1-2 count to Brandon Bell. Great to see you guys in the building. And it's nice. We've been actually having better turnout since even though sometimes the games are going to be on earlier, like 10 a.m., lunchtime, noon, 1. I'm going to grind it out. I'm really going to be trying to grind 7 days a week with no days off. Hell, if I'm sick, I'm going to try to be able to make it work. And then I'm going to try to be able to do at least a minimum of one upload, per day also. Sometimes maybe more than one, depending on, especially when we're in football season and other things that are going on. So I'm going to give you guys my all, and hopefully I can get your guys' support as well. And then we can get this channel over 20K and beyond. On the corner, wow, backdoor slider misses, 2-2 count, but it was right in the zone. Let's go, baby. 24 in the lead. Your boy is at 8. Let's go. Well, obviously the Jays and the Astros, if it comes down to like one of those teams making one of the last spots, or, one of the 2 last spots, I mean, obviously those guys are ahead of us now, but still think Seattle can make up some ground. There we go. Little pop up. Nice job by Wu, not giving up a home run early. I like that. Let's fuck up Alek Manoah as much as we can. He's not having a very good year. And congratulations to Brian Wu doing Wu-like things. I like it, man. And he is a 6th-rounder. He got called up for Marco Gonzalez. So we didn't really expect anything out of him. He's not a Bryce Miller, but he can throw 8 to 10 Ks, which is probably something that Logan Gilbert wishes he could do. So even though he's a fill-in guy, I think a lot of Mariner fans like him. He's got a lot of potential. He just needs to cut those home runs that he's giving up from like 3 a game to like maybe 1 or 2. And if you are giving up 1 or 2 home runs, make sure they're just solo dingers, not 2 or 3 run home runs, because if they are, then we're going to lose. But definitely like the potential of our starting pitching moving forward in 2023 and beyond, baby. All right, leading off for my Mariners, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And batting third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, baby. I see you. And then we got to make sure we're giving the proper love, even if it ends up being like an additional 1,000 button clicks. You got to make sure you're giving the love to the opposing team, no matter what we do. And on the mound is Alek Manoah. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. I am ready. Oh, and I got to get some pictures from Odin's son with his dono that he gave before the stream started. We're at 10. Let's get to a hundo. And like I said, you just want to make sure that you're showing the proper gratitude and love when you can. So let me just throw up a couple chief photos for him, even if he's not in the building. Doesn't matter. You want to make sure you're showing that proper appreciation and gratitude. And I appreciate you, Odin's son, even though you're not here in the building. You're my boy. Love you. Appreciate you very, very much. Let me get one more. All right, Manoah's on the mound. And I got to get him a Kelsey, too. It's that extra just dedication, I mean, not a lot of people would do something like that, but you never know. Sometimes these guys will come in and watch, at the beginning or watch a replay, or maybe they don't, but still, it doesn't matter. I want to make sure I'm showing that proper appreciation. Odin's son with a tenner to get us started. I appreciate you. Even before the stream started, he donated. I appreciate you very, very much. And let's throw up the Chief logo for him as well. Yeah, baby. I got you. Love you, Odin's son. You're my OG. Appreciate you. All right, now let's get back to the game. All right, come on, JP. Let's go, baby. $10. Let's get to a hundo. And we're not that far out. 4 games, Tiger says. Like it, like it. Popped up to J.P. Crawford. 1 away. All right, we got some fun facts in here in the building. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. The fun fact. So this one is a doozy. Former then San Diego Chargers tight end Willie Frazier holds the record for most rushing yards in a game as a tight end with 120 with 5 carries. No way. That's wild. See, that's why I love you. I really do love you, and I really do appreciate it. And we have a few people that will be, occasionally throwing us some, pretty good stats, and I appreciate you. One of the official stat girls for the NWSF, very intelligent, Caitlin Graham. Thank you. Julio squares up right to center field, 2 away. Work the count, Julio. And we'll get some other facts from people like, Sarah and Holly and a few others. But I appreciate that. I did not know that. And I always appreciate it too, because I always like learning something new. And honestly, I would take our fan base, compared to any other fan base out there that does sports, as being the most intelligent, sports fan base, including myself and you guys, than anybody on YouTube. That's facts. We're very passionate here. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Next up in the box, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, Gino. Let's get it done, baby. 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1 count. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday. I like this. This was a really good one. And where did you get this one from? Now I know some people will end up having like random facts and stuff, and that'll come up on their phone through like Instagram or Twitter. And other times people will just look it up, or somehow they have a someone that they know that will give them that breakdown or that stat. So I appreciate you. Oh, it hit him. Gino going to first. Hopefully that didn't injure him. Oh, you do a great job, just like Sarah does. She's the closest thing to me as far as being like a fanatic, following so many things with so many teams. And that's why I made her my lead mod, because it's not only about the dedication and the passion, but I need to be able to have smart people that aren't biased. And of course, we're going to have a little bit of bias in all of us, but that's why I'm here, is to try to teach people, even Sarah, how my brain works. So it's like we can all be passionate and we can all be fans, but that doesn't mean that we're not biased, towards our teams and our players. But if we can start appreciating the leagues as a whole and the players that are greatness as a whole, then you take your knowledge and your passion of the game to the next level. Facts. Playoffs aren't until October. Well, we're a long ways away, Jennifer, from the playoffs. The All-Star break just ended from the All-Star game in Seattle, so we just have the whole second half of the season to go. And you know what? I actually had a feeling that your husband was the one that actually told you that fact or brought it up, because I know he's a Charger fan. So I kind of was like, okay, if it's Chargers, maybe he told you or he found it somewhere. Popped up. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Jays. Manoah gets out of that first inning. We're still knotted up at 0. Oh, okay. See, there we go. There we go. That's why I love you. I appreciate you. All right, now I got to go here. We'll go with the Blue Jays coming up. And then I actually got to open up. I closed out my USA connection there, but I got to turn it back on because I need to watch this Pocono race too. Where are you? Bum, 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 bum. Where are you? One sec, guys. It's my my love of trying to be able to watch. Oh, here it is. Go back. Android. Activate Xbox. No, I don't want to watch it on Xbox or that. There we go. It tried taking to me like into an app version, and it's like, no, I just want to watch the race while we're waiting, so I can have that. All right, here we go. All right, so let's slide that down. We got to minimize this screen. All right, let's hear what's going on. So we're gonna have a Pocono. We'll NASCAR Cup Series. We're gonna have that going here as well. So anything NASCAR related, if anyone wants to bring that up, we'll be covering both. And obviously, I'll just be turning this on as we're going through. The commercials don't last very long. Yeah, a lot of people are. I would honestly say that 90, probably 5% of sports fans are biased. whether they realize it or not. And then you probably have another over 50% that are really biased for their players, their teams. But it's always good to even, like I'm a Bucks fan, but I can still like give appreciation for Cameron Jordan, and more, Lattimore and some of the guys on the rival Saints, but I don't think Saints fans typically can do that for the Bucks. And if they can, it's very rare. And that's why the Saints fans fuck with me, because they know that I'm like the only guy on planet Earth that'll actually say nice things and real things and facts about the Saints players, even though I am a Buck fan. So, it is what it is. And I think that's why I gain so much respect on the YouTube community, because I'm really the only one that does it the way that I do it. It's just, trying to keep it real and trying to keep it 100 at all times, even if it is rivals. So, facts. All right, top of the second, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box. See what Vlad can do. Popped foul. Going to make sure we minimize the damage from Vlad. I had a boss named Ed O'Neill, just like Al Bundy, and he got me into NASCAR 20, some years ago after I watched, Dale Sr. That was my guy, the Intimidator, and popped up. Will it stay fair? No, it will not. Foul. And like I said, I watched Dale and I loved him. He died. I like Dale Jr., Michael Waltrip with DEI. And, that was when Martin Truex Jr. was just coming up through Xfinity and, or whatever it was called back then. And obviously, and then I watched it, then I didn't watch it. And then I got back into it. And then obviously meeting Mike and having that passion brought me back in. So obviously with the NHL and NASCAR, it took kind of a back seat for me for about 15 years, but I'm back. And if I'm doing full time, YouTube, where I'm about a year and a half in now, I want to be able to cover as many things as I can. Another chopped foul, 2-2 count to Vlad. Come on, baby. Minimize the damage. All right, come on, Brian. Top of the second, 0-0. 2-2 pitch from Wu. Right on the corner outside. Count is full. 3-2 count. Yeah, but there's no point of really, making any moves this year, because it's not like it's going to help you get to the playoffs this year. It's going to have to take the L and just go on to next year, and hopefully it's better. Wu, 3-2 pitch. Got him! Woo! You already know what it is. It's Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. Brian, woo. Let's go, baby. Mariner Moose making an appearance for that K. Yeah. Well, let's go, baby. You already know what it is. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Ohtani went with 36. Wow. Amazing. He's going to get over 50, no doubt. I got more Saints fans on the channel than I do Bucks fans. Bucks fans don't go on YouTube for whatever reason. Like, they just watch the games, and I mean, they're going to be depressed as hell because we're going to be the worst team in football besides like the Cardinals. We're trying to get Caleb Williams, #1 pick in the draft, or Drake May, either USC or North Carolina quarterback. So they're just not on YouTube. I don't know, man. Like I said, a lot of them just watch the games and go to the bars and whatnot. But Saints fans are on YouTube very heavy. Some are toxic, some are great. But a lot of them, even the toxic fans, respect the hell out of me. And, I have a good relationship with a lot of them, which is kind of weird. But, like I said, I just call it how I see it. And if you agree with me, based on when I say good things about your team, but also I'm going to criticize fairly. And I think a lot of them will, understand that I'm not doing it in a hateful place, because I'm not a hater. Got him. Woo! Brian Wu with the gas again. Another K. Mariner Moose out again, baby. Let's go. Another K for Wu. Nice job. Nice job, baby. Brian. Woo! Let's go. Well, that's what the media says, that anywhere but, New York. But, New York will probably be in the conversation still. Staying with the Angels is always going to be in the conversation. But realistically, if he wants to be able to win, going to the Dodgers or Yankees with the money would make sense. And then you just got to see if Seattle is a dark horse, Padres, dark horse that has some money, but you never know. It could be a surprise thing too, you know. Whit Merrifield in the box popped up right there to Teoscar. 1, 2, 3. 6 up and 6 down for Wu, not giving up any early home runs. I like that. Wu with already 3 Ks. And again, I think Wu's better than Logan Gilbert. I mean, even though he's a 6th rounder and he's a Marco Gonzalez replacement, even though, you know, Logan Gilbert has had 4 good starts in the last 4, but he was 5-5 and he was starting to kind of get better. But I like Wu's potential. He just needs to make sure he's not giving up as many homers. And if he can dwindle down the homers instead of like 3 a game to like 1 or 2 or none, and we get run support of 5 runs, he can actually start stacking some wins. But one thing that he has that Logan Gilbert doesn't is he has the ability to throw heat, right? Just like Bryce Miller and Castillo. You're going to give up homers when you're pitching 95 to 100, but we just got to minimize those big booms and obviously get more Ks. And he's already pacing for 10 Ks. Not bad for arguably like our 5th pitcher in the rotation. I like it. Let's go. I wouldn't say definitely not coming to Seattle, because the thing is we have the highest like foreign Japanese fan base in baseball besides the Angels. You know, there's a lot of Japanese fans, not only in Japan, but around the globe that watch and follow. Now, obviously Ichiro coming over. So if you got to think, you can go to the Yankees, you can go to the Dodgers. Those guys are, you know, well-established franchises. But if he goes to Seattle and he can end up bringing us a title, he's going to be the face of the franchise. You're not going to have to compete with anybody else. And he could end up putting Seattle on the map. And not only that, you know, like taking us to places that we've never been before. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I don't think that Seattle is totally out of the conversation. I obviously think like, you know, the Dodgers and a few others will be way more likely for him to go. But Seattle, his connection with Ichiro, the Japanese fan base, being the man right away, and taking Seattle to a World Series, which we've never been. So those factors, if Ohtani wants to be the guy, I definitely think that if we get him, we can definitely get to a World Series before he's done. Now, winning it, I don't know, but getting there, I think we could. So, but we will see if he wants the most money or if he'll take less money and just try to, you know, maybe make a team a contender. You know, we'll see. I appreciate that. Exactly. And like I said, I don't think we see enough of it. Oh, there we go, Cal. You know, and I would put, you know, me against any YouTuber, anybody on social media, anybody on TV. You know, I feel like I can, you know, verbally assassinate anybody on the microphone, but in a good way. You know, if we're going to be talking and bantering, you know, I'm going to be able to break down the stats, but I'm going to give you an unbiased opinion. And again, the only other, you know, person that I feel that's kind of like that is Pat McAfee. And we already know how Pat McAfee is. Even though he signed that ESPN deal, he won't be able to swear. But I feel like that's really the only good show that we really have left. You know, we don't have a Skip and Shannon anymore, but we might end up having something different with the combos. A lot of them are loud and obnoxious. Stephen A's garbage. Skip is garbage. You know, I can't watch Good Morning Football anymore because Kay's not there and Nate's not there. So there's not a lot of places where you can get great TV or podcasts anymore. I honestly feel, besides the Pat McAfee show, you're going to get better material on YouTube than on CBS, Fox, you know, and all these other affiliates. Facts. Big swing and a miss. But we do have biased YouTubers, no doubt. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to be able to educate and, you know, give people a different perspective that it's okay to root, you know, for rival players on the rival team. Doesn't mean that you have to root for that team, but you can respect. And you never know. Maybe that guy that you fucking hate with a passion might end up being on your favorite team in 4 or 5 years once his contract is up. You know, I've seen it happen many, many times, like just with the Donovan McNabb and the Carson Wentz, you know, Washington, you know, when he was on the Eagles. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, the Washington fan said. Fuck that guy. Fuck Donovan. Fuck Wentz. And then a few years later, what happened? They were buying the jersey, and then they're representing Carson Wentz and Donovan McNabb. And they were shells of themselves when they were there, but that's a great example of two guys and a fan base that was like, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. And then the sports gods will be like, fuck you. All right, then you're going to get this guy. And then now maybe they're not like that as much anymore. So, but I really do appreciate that. I know a lot of people know who I am, you know. France, Woo! Big swing and a miss. Got him. One away. Come on, Ty. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. Let's go, Mike. Yeah, and also I think just being around a fan base that it doesn't necessarily have to be a big team with a big market. It could be something smaller like the Padres or the Mariners. I really do think it's possible, but I don't know what we would have to give up though. 1-0 pitch, Ford, back, God, baby! Let's go, baby. I was about just to say Mike Ford is due. Back. Gone, baby. 2-0. Mariner Moose. Let's go. Are we going to sweep the Blue Jays? My goodness. Let's go, baby. Mariners starting to get hot. We're starting to get electric, baby. Let's go. I'm telling you, since I'm adding so many more like pop-ups and logos and photos, it's getting kind of tough to be able to manage everything, not only talk, interact with you guys, but call the game and then go through everything else. But I think that the effort will be shown and you guys will be worth it. Air Whitey, Air Admiral in the building. I was just talking to you with Caitlin, obviously about the video that you shared with me, and pretty awesome. I figured that you would be in here. How are you doing, bro? Yes, we will. That's incorrect. We would get respect. I mean, like I said, even just making it there, or even fucking an ALCS, we would get respect. Oh no, 2-1 lead, streak of 29 scoreless innings. The Aussie Albies. Ooh. But you are playing the Braves, the team that's most likely to win the World Series this year. So there we go. 2-0 Mariners, baby. $10. Let's get to a hundo, baby. And again, if you are just coming in and whatnot, I am going to start doing more NFL videos for uploads. So I did a top 5 quarterbacks, which was just going to be like a short, but they put it in the wrong spot. Alec Manoa with the K, 2 away. And that was just like a 24-second video where I went over my top 5. Then I was like, you know what? I should just do breakdowns. So that's what I did today before this game started. I did a 10-minute video giving you my opinion of the top 5 running backs going into 2023 with stats that you can see on the screen and a full breakdown based off yards, yards per carry, touchdowns, tutties, and the whole thing. So every video that I do for the NFL for top 5 or top 10 will have that type of format. Wow, line drive catch by Merrifield. And we're at the end of the inning, 2-0 Mariners. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And comment on the video, like the video. And I guarantee my top 5 will not be like anyone else's in the country. I guarantee. Out of the millions of people that are out there, there will be very, very little, I think, people that will see it the same way that I do. But that's the whole point. Giving you a different perspective. Because like we say top 5 running backs, right? Just off the top of your head, you're thinking, okay, who are we thinking? We're thinking like Henry, Christian McCaffrey, right? Josh Jacobs, Chubb, Saquon, Eckler. There's going to be these guys, but sometimes name recognition, like Christian McCaffrey, maybe, some people will just be, oh, I'm going to put him higher just because it's Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean? But sometimes you actually got to look at the stats, and he's one of the best, two-way guys because he can receive, but he gets hurt a lot, and we know this. And same thing with Saquon. So yes, if he stays healthy, Christian McCaffrey can be number 1, no doubt. Saquon stays healthy, he could be as high as maybe number 2, but will they? And then also I look for consistency with guys like, Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, even an old guy like Derrick Henry. Even though he's going to be 29. So I'm very interested to see what you guys think about that video. And again, it's not that long, about 2 minutes per running back, a breakdown. And not only do I do stats and I show you on the screen with HD photos of the player, but also just an unbiased opinion And I'm going to do that on every position. So we'll do quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and then maybe some of the defensive positions as well. All right, let me go here. Let's go to Pocono. Matt's in the building. What's good? Well, Derrick Henry, I mean, is 29. So, when Henry, hits 30, even though he's, been a top 5 back, arguably number 1, number 2 for the last 4 or 5 years, most running backs decline. So maybe he goes to being from like 1, 2, or 3 to like 5 or 6. But Henry's built a little different. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he still stays in the top 3, even after hitting 30. He's just a freak of nature. But again, we have to see what he does this year. And then if he keeps it up, maybe he'll be able to do it at 30, 31. And the Titans are going to be fucking terrible. They don't have anybody to really go to besides him. So if he can be the bell cow and stay healthy, he could still end up being a top 3 back. Facts. 2-0 Mariners. We're in the top of the 3rd. Dalton Farshow in the box. .200 average. Farshow. 214 in 2023. Big swing and a miss. Got him. I love it. I love it. I love it. Another K by my good boy, Brian. Woo! Nice job, Brian. I see you. I see you, baby. Nice job. 4 Ks for Woo. Unbelievable. Next up for the Blue Jays, Danny Jansen. 227 average, 12 homers, 41 ribbies in 2023. I'm telling you, man, like most people, when they stream, they just hit start stream and then they just talk and they barely click buttons. They're just reading the comments, maybe scrolling with the, that little piece there up and down. But, when you have to fully produce a show, when you're going back and forth, it's fucking tough. There's a reason why no one does it, because it fucking takes a shitload of effort. But I feel it ends up being worth it for you guys and for me, since I am a visual guy. 0-2 pitch from Woo. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Woo is on fire, baby. Let's go. I'm telling you, Woo is better than Logan Gilbert, baby. Brian Woo. Let's go. I love it. Fucking Brian. Our pitching staff has got a lot of potential. 5 Ks for Woo already. And he's supposed to be like our 5th best pitcher. I don't know how many guys, that are in your rotation for your favorite team that are in the 5 hole, like a Marco Gonzalez 4-1 record before he got hurt, and then a Brian Woo coming in to fill in for him. 6th rounder, no expectations for him or Bryce Miller, and both of them have exceeded. We haven't got the wins for Woo because the run support hasn't been there, but the Ks have been there. He started off rough in his first start, but he's improved in every start since. Really like Brian Woo. 0-1 pitch. Right to first base at Ty France. There we go. 9 up, 9 down, baby. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And then, Matt, like I said, I'll be covering, wide receivers next. But let me know, like I said, with that new video, leave a comment. Obviously, that's going to help push the video when we get more people to like it, if they want to like it. If they don't like it, then they obviously don't need to just like it for me. Like it if you like it. And then obviously put in the comments, what you think your top 5 is, because I guarantee everyone's top 5 will be different than mine. I highly doubt we'll have anybody agree with me on my top 5, because then that's what makes it interesting. But again, if I just did the top 5 and I didn't show you the stats, you'd be like, oh, Ryan, you're fucking crazy. But then once I actually show you the stats on the screen, I'll make you a believer. You still may not fully agree with me, but you'll see where I'm coming from, and that's what it's about. So, all right, I got to turn that back on here with Larson. All right, let me turn the volume up. Stage 2 final lap. Larson Dylan, Byron, Hamlin, and Bowman. Who's done the best all day? Has it Kyle done the best all day? I've been flipping it back and forth. So Daniel's in the building. What's good? Yeah, and the game has changed too. Absolutely. Fingers crossed, he says. Kyle Larson wins you stage two. 96 of 160. God, I love my friends too. You know, that like I have Comcast here, you know, in the living room, but I don't have a cable box since I moved in here. Maybe one day I will, but since I have the Comcast account, then I can just end up, you know, watching it on the computer and whatnot, which is a game saver, as well as ESPN, NBC. So anytime I end up, you know, doing a game, I'll have the live feed, whether it's on the computer or on the TV, which is a plus. You got to watch the video. Yeah, you got to watch the video. You got to watch my top five. And it's not biased. And I'll never be biased about my own players or rivals in the division. I literally treat every team as my own. You know, so it's like I try to imagine what it would be like to be the owner or the GM or the OC or the DC or a player on another team. And then I, you know, just gauge it that way. I don't gauge it just based on being a fan of one team and being, you know, this is how it is. So bottom of the third, 2-0 Mariners. Ground ball from Merrifield. Easy out. One away. Come on, JP. Got to get you on base. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J Rod. Can you tell I like Julio? First pitch on the corner for a strike. He didn't swing, which is a miracle. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, all the NFL videos that I do are going to be, yeah, it's upload. So I didn't do uploads for about a year. I used to do reaction videos like all the time, and then I just did live streams. So I haven't done any uploads for like a year plus. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm full time now. I've been full time for a year and a half. I'm not with my girlfriend anymore. We broke up. I got Paisley. I don't have to wait till after 4 p.m. to record. So now there's no excuse to be grinding it out harder than, you know, anybody else and just trying to grind. And like I said, I'm going to try to do as many videos and many streams as possible without burning out. So 7 days a week. So bottom of the third, 2-0 Mariners. Wild pitch. Count still stays 1-2. Yeah, but yeah, Mike, everything will be on the YouTube side. You just go to my page and then I'll have, you know, I have 3 sections. So I've updated that as well. So I got, you know, my main spot, right? Then I got videos, you know, where yeah, you can watch. And then underneath we'll have past live streams, or I'll flip-flop that, live streams videos. And then I'll do some popular videos so you can go back and see some of the reaction videos that I did with Marcus when I first started the channel, when we actually got pushed the right way. And you can see Ronaldo, 102K views. Jonah Lemieux, 91K views. Jason Tomalolo, 86K views. Ronaldo, 69K views on these were like reaction videos. So, you know, so that way you can kind of see a little bit of the past and where we're at now and whatnot. So, and I imagine Marcus is probably wishing that he didn't badmouth me and quit on me, you know, because I mean, obviously, you know, we were a great duo. We've got good chemistry. We never were really friends though. It was more like we worked together and we shared a passion for sports, but it wasn't someone I was going to tell my secrets to or someone that I was going to confide in. You know, everyone just assumed that we were best friends, but we weren't. So Yeah, I'll have plenty of videos for you, man. And I think you're going to really like it too, because it's going to have a breakdown of stats, but I'm going to show the stats on the screen through like, Google or ESPN. So it's not just me, doing a breakdown and not being biased. I'm showing you what I'm seeing and what I'm talking about, because a lot of us are visual. So we want to see what I'm saying. So I think you guys are going to like it. Bottom of the third, 2-0, Mariners. Next up, Eugenio Suarez, big swing and a miss. And hopefully I can keep my voice up talking nonstop. I got you, Mike. I know Mike doesn't do a whole lot of social media and whatnot, but yeah, I think you're going to like it. And then when you watch the video, you can comment on it like you've had before. So nothing's changed. It's just I'm going to do more, and I want to be able to do some NFL stuff because we're getting closer to college football and NFL season. So I might as well just sprinkle in some NFL content because it's my favorite out of everything: NFL, college football, wrestling. And I still got a lot of love for baseball and NASCAR. And then NBA is probably the lowest for me, but I'm still going to cover that too. Manoah, 1-2 pitch to Suarez. Pitch is low, 2-2 count. The big thing for me is that at number two, right, I had a certain individual, and you've seen like Madden rankings that have come out in ESPN, and I'm a big Nick Chubb guy. I love Nick Chubb, and it's really funny when I've never finished lower third in fantasy, right? I've never finished lower than third. I actually had three of the top five running backs in my fantasy league last year. I had Chubb, which I drafted. I always draft Josh Jacobs and Chubb if I can get them. And I took a chance, on a guy like a Saquon Barkley, thinking that maybe he stays healthy, that it could help. So you'll be able to take a look at the top five. But a lot of people will disagree with the number one, and maybe number two. But I get it, or maybe where I have my number four, they'll have him at number one or number two. But I'm not doing it based off name recognition and popularity. Geno strikes out looking. I wish. A walk, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Geno. But I feel like certain guys like Saquon and Christian McCaffrey, right? It's like popularity contest, right? But for Josh Jacobs and Nick Chubb, right? It's more like grinders. They don't get enough love. And then Henry has been the best back year in and year out, pretty much. It's just that people don't want to continue him to give him the credit. He's old. But then he continues to keep producing. And it also depends on the team that you're on, right? Which I go over in the video. The Titans have nobody, right? The Raiders are going to go heavy with the running game. Same thing with the Browns, and they're not going to have Kareem Hunt anymore. So with like Christian McCaffrey, you have so many, make him puke Ayuk and all the different options. Kittle, it's like if McCaffrey was the bell cow, like on the Browns, like let's say McCaffrey was on the Browns and it's not Nick Chubb. Holy shit. Could you imagine McCaffrey's numbers if he was on a team that didn't have anybody else? He would be number one every year. If he could stay healthy the whole year, because not only could he get 10, running or more, he could probably get 10 receiving, and he could get like 1,500 to 2,000 yards almost every year. But McCaffrey's body's a little brittle. Same thing with Saquon. It's like I see it, you can do it, but can you do it consistently? And consistency is a big part of my list too. Who is consistent? And Saquon and Christian McCaffrey have a lot of upside, but until you can prove to me you can do it 2, 3, 4 years in a row, like Chubb, Jacobs, and Henry, I'm going to have to, evaluate appropriately. But again, I don't think a lot of people will agree with me, but some will. And especially after I do the stat breakdown, you'll be like, wow, that does kind of make sense. And so you don't have to be like flip your whole opinion, but I'm just trying to show where my brain goes when I do these rankings and when I talk about sports. Because I feel I talk about sports differently than any other YouTuber out there. You can watch me, you can watch Tom, you can watch Perna, Grossi, Perna, Scooter Magruder, all these other guys that are out there that are doing content. But I feel the way that I break it down, the way that my mind works is completely different from them. And salute to all those goats doing what they do. They're doing their dreams like I am as well. And I'm just trying to catch up, and get the support like they have. Manoah with the strikeout. Got him. I appreciate that. But if you first initially, like if I just read off the names, right? People would be like, Orion, you're fucking crazy. Like, what are you doing? And I'm not doing a list to get clicks. And that's what happens sometimes. You get on like ESPN or, Stephen A, where it's like, okay, let's do a top 5 quarterback list. And then they do it. And then all of a sudden, Josh Allen's not on the list. And Josh Allen is normally like 2 or 3 with Burrow. And they do that shit on purpose, knowing that Mahomes, Burrow, Allen are the top 3. But they purposely put like Rodgers or Lamar in there instead. So that way you guys are like, where's Josh Allen? Josh Allen needs to be. Well, no shit. They know that. They got you. They fucking put the hook out and you fucking bit. So you have to be smart enough when you look at the list or watch a program. Are they baiting you with clickbait, or is it really genuinely how they feel? And I never will put out content for clickbait. It'll always be genuinely how I feel and trying to keep it 100. So, yeah. Media fools the public with popularity rankings, not the stats or pure raw talent. Popularity. Absolutely. And that's why when we get Pro Bowl, it doesn't mean anything. All pro means something, but they never give the best players that deserve it the credit that needs to be given, unless you're Patrick Mahomes. So it's like almost it's a given. We already know. It's like you can't hate on Mahomes. He's the best player. He's the best quarterback. Like, yeah, I love Joe Burrow and I like Josh Allen as well. I like Burrow more, but there's a gap, between Mahomes and then the other two. That's facts. Titans need a lot. And again, if you look at their team, they might have the worst wide receiving core in football. So that is a part of the, reason why I put certain guys in the position where they were, based on how often are they going to tote the rock. But the one that I would say the most dangerous back is Christian McCaffrey, because he's got the ability to catch and, do damage on both ends at a very, very high level. But can he stay healthy? That's the key. We don't know. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Mariners. Oh, Woo just hit Springer. Not on purpose, though. Hopefully he's okay. Matt with a comment on the video. I appreciate that. Gino was good, but not top 5. But again, they should be one of the better teams, overall. I mean, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, we already know you can flip-flop Allen for Burrow, but I think Burrow doesn't turn the football over. So that accounts for something, more swagger. And he doesn't get as much pub in the media than Allen. Allen's overrated to me. You know what I mean? Like, he gets all the love in pub like Mahomes, but sometimes he doesn't come up in the clutch in the 4th, and he fucks up by throwing into like double, triple coverage and getting picks. And Burrow and Mahomes don't do that. And they don't do it as often. Next up, shortstop, Bo Bichette. And Springer is on first. $10 in donos. Let's get to a hundo. And hopefully we can get some support on that end, with all the time and energy and grind that I'm putting in. So, I mean, some days we'll do great. We'll hit 100, we'll hit 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500. And then other days we'll hit like 0, or like 5, which is fucking sad, really, But again, dono trains and support, in streams, it all starts with the people that are there. Who's liking the video, who's commenting in the video, who's sharing, and obviously dono trains start with one person and then it goes from there. Facts. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Mariners. 0-2 pitch from Woo. Got him! Let's go. Nice job, Brian. Brian. Woo! With another K. Mariner Moose coming out for that one. How many Ks for this guy who's supposedly one of our lower end pitchers? He already has 6 Ks, 3.1 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 6 Ks. And he's like our number 5, number 6 pitcher. Pretty incredible. Next up, Brandon Belt. 0-1 pitch is high and outside. 1-1 count. Some people think Josh Allen though, and they're gonna live and die by that. Some people think Josh Allen #1. Bills fans, you know. But until they get a stud running back and an improved defense, they're not going to be able to get past the Chiefs or Bengals, let alone win the Super Bowl. You know, they got to be able to firm up their roster. Having Von Miller get hurt really fucked them over. But again, the O-line struggled at times, and then the defense was bad. They started off hot and then got progressively worse as the season went along. So and definitely Jalen Hurts has to be in the top 5, consideration. But we have to, understand recency bias. And if you actually look at his numbers, he's had like one good year. So like, let's pump the brakes on him being the best quarterback in the NFL. It's like recency bias is like what they've done recently. But you have to look at the body of work. So I can't put Jalen over Josh Allen, even if I like Jalen more. Allen has had 3 monster seasons. Jalen has had 1. So let's see if he can do it again. And also, Jalen Hurts has have a better supporting cast around him than Josh Allen. So that has something to do with it also. And then you got guys around 5 at quarterback will be like Lamar, Herbert, Rodgers, and a few others. And then it's all up for debate at that point. So, well, you know how fans are. Fans are biased as shit. You know what I mean? Big swing and a miss. Got him! Let's go. Electric, baby. You already know what it is. I'm telling you, this might be the best number 5 pitcher or 6 pitcher in the league. Brian. Woo! Let's go. Unbelievable. And that's why when he first came up, his ERA was like 1 billion, but he had Ks. So I was like, okay. And then he did the second start and went from 1 billion ERA to about 10, and then from 10 to like 5. And now he's, getting it lower and lower. So you just have to see potential. But even though he was giving up a lot of runs and home runs early, he was always getting like 4, 6, 8, 10 Ks. And you were seeing the improvement. And you're going against a great team in the Blue Jays, and he's playing really well. Vlad. Back, gone! Damn, he got caught. There it is. You already knew Vlad was going to go yard at some point, more than likely in this series, and there it is. Oh, 2-2. I see you, Vlad. And again, we have to limit how many homers Wu gives up. He usually gives up 3. So that's the first. Hopefully no more. And that was a 2-run shot, so that ultimately counts as like 2 home runs, 2 like solo blasts. So the games have been crazy in this series. We honestly have seen probably the 2 of the top 5 games all year within the last 2 games. Mariners won 3-2 in game 1, and we won a killer game yesterday, 9-8. We had 3 homers in the inning in the 3rd, and then in the 5th inning, they had 3 homers in the inning. I've never seen shit like that before. Popped up for Matt Chapman. I mean, it's always going to be a battle when these 2 teams go at it, and this is one of our, great rivalries that we have with the Blue Jays and the Mariners. Let me delete these. Home, baby. Good shit from Brian Wu. Love it. The fuck is going on here? Hold on. What is going on? There we go. God damn it. Stop doing that. Fuck. There we go. Jesus. There we go. All right. Bottom of the 4th. Let's go, baby. No outs. 2-2. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Chapman grounds out to a third baseman, Eugenio Suarez, a first baseman, Ty France. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Good shit. Let's go, baby. Let me turn the NASCAR on. I kept it. Where is it? Is it there? No. I have so many pop-ups open. Cancel. I got to make sure I keep them all here. All right, where's USA? Say, there we go. No. There we go. All right. Got to watch a little bit of Pocono. If you're a fanatic, you got to make sure you get everything. John in the building. What's good? Since he did yesterday? Wow, that's crazy. Eli De La Cruz. That guy's fucking phenomenal, huh? All right, let me go back there, minimize that. All right, we got a batter timeout. Manoah on the mound. Cal Raleigh in the box. Let's go. Let's go, Cal. He definitely has the Blue Jays number. Went yard twice yesterday. Bottom of the fourth, 2-2 game. Let's go, baby. Yeah, every game is back and forth, and that's how I like it. You know, it's like our number one rivals, you know, typically in the division are going to be the Angels and the Astros. But outside of the division, it's Yankees and I think Blue Jays now. And I really look forward to those matchups. I think I like the Blue Jay matchup now even more than the Yankee one. You know, we already know with 95 slide with Griffey, Yankees and Mariners have always gone at each other, and normally the Yankees end up getting our number. But I feel that like this rivalry with the Blue Jays is probably my favorite. I really like beating the Astros and I like beating the Angels and whatnot. Like beating the Astros is the number one thing to any Mariner fan. But number two, what I think Blue Jays, but we actually like respect them. We don't respect the Stros. And we have some respect for the Angels, but I feel that like the Blue Jays are a mirror image of the Mariners. And we played each other last year in the playoffs. And I feel that we're two young, up and coming teams that have a very bright future. And I really enjoy watching the games. It's probably my favorite matchup of the year, Blue Jays and Mariners, no doubt. Does the games end up being phenomenal every time around? France, 2 away. Come on, Ty. Next up, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. Saquads. Bottom of the fourth, 2-2 matchup. Let's go, baby. Was there a wreck? I had it on, but I just minimized it. So like, sub, donate, comment, share, anything that anybody can do to help us get to 20K and beyond would be greatly appreciated. And I am doing this full time, so it's not like I'm doing this shit for fun. This is not just like a hobby of mine. Like this is like something that I've been grinding on for 11 years. Like, you know what I mean? I sold the Jordan rookie worth 20 to 30,000. All right, for this dream. So this is not like, oh, I'm just fucking around doing it for fun. I mean, this is my life. This is my legacy. So hopefully people will recognize that when I'm grinding as hard as I am every day. 2-1 pitch. Absolutely. Let's get some runs, baby. Bottom of the fourth, 2-2 matchup. Ford with a 2-run dinger in the second inning. Let's go, Mike. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch on the way. Manoah, pitch is high, 3-2 count. Count is full. Dinner is done. What's for dinner tonight? Sarah with a tour. Appreciate you. Someone supports and appreciates my hard work. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $2 holla. What do you want to see for photos? Let me know. I got you. $12. Let's get to a hundo. Let's do it. It all starts with the people in the room. 3-2 pitch. Walked him, baby. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder Taylor Trammell. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Taylor. First game from the Mariners in quite a while when he got sent down to AAA. Let's see what he can do. Takes a strike. Kind of interesting, though, that Dylan Moore homered yesterday, and I figured that maybe they would keep him in the lineup to see if he stayed hot, but they did not. And they're trying to give someone else another opportunity. Spaghetti and homemade breadsticks. Well, let your husband know that there's going to be another plate available for O-Dog because I am hungry. O-Dog is coming over. Man, that sounds good. That's one of my favorite meals, too. It's good. It's good hot and it's good cold, kind of like pad thai. You know what I mean? Like pizza is good hot and cold. Spaghetti's great hot and cold. Pad thai is great hot and cold. Facts. Trammell chops it foul. Arenado. Okay, I got you. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Manoah, 64 pitches in. I'll even throw a Nolan Gorman in for you as well. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is low. Good eye. Count is full. Appreciate you. All right. Sounds good. Bottom of the fourth. 2-2 game. Count is full. 3-2 pitch. Trammell takes a walk. I like it. First game back from AAA, and I'll take it. Good discipline. And let's get these photos up here real quick for Sarah. Always working, always grinding. I'll even hit you with the Cardinal logo. 1 Nolan, 2 Nolans, and I'll even hit you with a 3rd Nolan, but a Gorman. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, there's no point on, really trying to trade people. Just, move on to next year and go from there. So that's why I already knew like Goldschmidt, Arenado, those guys are off the table. It's just a bad year, and then you're just going to have to try to, be better next year because there'd be no point of trying to, try to get some, better pieces at pitching. Just too far behind. Sometimes you just got to take the L and just go in next year strong. And then obviously the Contreras thing, obviously didn't work out, and again, it's not going to be easy to replace Yadier Molina it's like when you have one of the best catchers. It's like when they Rangers had like Pudge. It's not like, oh, we're going to get another Pudge after Ivan Rodriguez retired. Throw to first. Got him. Damn it. Oh, wow. They got a little bit of payback because I know the Dodgers were whooping on them for a couple games. End of the fourth inning, still knotted up at 2-2. To go back to the NASCAR race. Let's see if I get you another photo while we're waiting. Fuck did it go? There it is. I am tripping. All right, I'm gonna get you one more. Got to squeeze in. Always working. All right, one more Nolan. One more Nolan. There you are. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Seven Ks for Woo, baby. That four seam, man. Let's go. 103. That's just crazy that people can't even get over 100 nowadays. All right, next up, Whit Merrifield. Top of the fifth, knotted up at 2. Got to have Woo for this inning and maybe next inning. We'll see what happens. I want him to get to 10 Ks before he gets out of here. One pitch from Woo. Pitch is inside. 2-1 count. Damn. First drink an hour and 22 minutes in. Shit. Right in the gap. Nice hit by Whit. Leadoff single for him. Next up for the Blue Jays, left fielder Dalton Varsho. Let's go, Woo. Really want him to get to 10 Ks, and hopefully he can get the win. But I mean, when the game is tied, you just, 213 average, 12 homers, 32 ribbies for Dalton Varsho in 2023. But every game in this series has just been like must-see TV. Again, 2 of the 5 best games that I've seen this year have happened in the last 2 days. Electric. This one might be another one of them. I mean, we don't know. Kind of has that same type of feel. But if you would have told me after we lost 2 out of 3 to the Tigers that we have a chance to sweep the Blue Jays, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Didn't play very good against the Twins either. Pitch is high, 1-2 count. Nolan Ryan, yeah, absolutely. It's like I'm convinced Nolan Ryan's got to be an alien, though. I mean, how do you go from 1968 to 1993, pitch in 4 different decades, never have a Tommy John, get 5,000 Ks, and also pitch full complete games all the time? Like, imagine if pitchers did that now. Like, we don't have mid relievers and closers. It's just fucking Nolan Ryan from the very first inning to the first pitch to the ninth inning, the 10th inning. It doesn't matter. And then your arm doesn't fall off. He is not human. I've never understood that. He's definitely got to be from another planet. He's not from here. And he played in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Got drafted by the Mets in 68. Then he went to the Angels in the 70s. And then most people remember him for the latter part of his career in the 80s on the Stros. And then at the very end with the Rangers when he beat the shit out of Robin Ventura when he, charged him on the mound and gave him the noogies and then fucking punched his head. Good old Nolan Ryan, my boy. 1-2 pitch. And you know your boy's a sports almanac. I don't forget about that shit. But you know what I mean? Just think about that. 1968 to 1993. Who could even have a career like that now? Let alone 5,000 Ks and never have a Tommy John? Like, and then you're throwing the whole game? Even if Nolan Ryan got, those numbers and didn't throw the whole game, but just the fact that he did, which makes it just like insane to me. You're never going to have that record be broken. Popped up to Teoscar. One away. Yes, it is. Next up for the Blue Jays, catcher Danny Jansen. Oh, he hit him. Shit, Woo. Second batter. He's trying to throw inside and he's hit his second batter. But Woo is not dirty. He's not doing it on purpose. Like 100%. You just got to be careful pitching inside right here. And then the movement on the ball. I mean, he's kind of leaning into it also. And he's not wearing a guard on his wrist. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't break anything. I mean, I don't wish, bad shit. You know how you get some like NFL fan bases and you get these like toxic motherfuckers where they're like, the guy gets hurt and they're like, good. Hope he fucking dies. Hope he gets hurt and stays on the fucking injured list for the whole year. Like, what makes someone get to that point in their life when they really enjoy when the guys get hurt? I mean, obviously people that don't believe in karma, but they're having a little talk with him. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, right. Like even going back to the old school times, like with Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle, it's like drinking, hot dogs and hamburgers, more drinking. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and things obviously are, as far as like technology and diet, those things have changed. But overall, pure talent hasn't. It doesn't matter if you were born in and you were playing in the 20s, the 50s, or current. If you're a goat, you're a goat. Oh, he's going to first. Very important piece for the Blue Jays. Just like Alejandro Kirk. Kiermaier up next. All right, Woo, you got to calm down here a little bit. I think the first one, it was really his fault. That one kind of felt like he leaned into it a little bit. But when you pitch inside, depending on the batter's stance, which is different for every at bat, for every batter, sometimes that shit happens. But definitely he's never going to be a dirty player. He ain't like that. He ain't built like that. But this could be where we lose the game. We need to really stay tough here. Bases are loaded. Fuck. Nice hit by Kiermaier. And they're back to the batter that got hit originally, right fielder George Springer. $12. Let's get to a hundo. 88 to go. There we go. Big swing and a miss on that first pitch. Come on, Brian. Let's go. 266 average, 13 homers, 41 ribbies in 2023 for Springer. Fouls that one back, 0-2 count. Let's get him, Woo. I know you can get him out. Let's go. Pitch outside, 1-2 count. Shep in the building. What's good, brother? There we go. Right to home. Double play. Yeah. Let's go. Bases loaded. Throw to home for the force out, then throw to first. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That was awesome. All right, now I got Pocono on. We got 30 laps to go, 31 to go. How are you, brother? So I ended up doing I'm doing uploads now, Shep, for like top five, top five quarterback, running back, and I'm doing breakdowns. So if you want to end up watching, some, top fives with a breakdown, and you'll see the breakdown on the screen and the HD photos of the guys. But each video will be about 10 minutes long. I did a 24-second kind of a short with my top five quarterbacks, a couple days ago, and then I did the top 10 or top five running back with a breakdown, which is about 10 minutes, and I'm going to do every position. So if you're looking for something else to kind of, take a peek at, I got you there as well. And I know you're always grinding. You're always working. Good to see you in the room, bro. Love you, and I appreciate you. 30 laps to go. Reddick, Jones, Stenhouse, LaJoy, Burton in your top five. I love it. Well, it happens to the Mariners all the time where we have bases loaded and we don't get anything. The worst for us is when the game was on the line, we had bases loaded, no outs, and we didn't even get one run. And then we ended up losing. So, yes. I mean, obviously, Reddick is definitely the strongest up front. I mean, you got Reddick, and then Reddick and Larson. Reddick at 1, Larson at 10, and everyone in the middle is kind of like, mid-level driver. So 29 to go. I'm going to have to keep watching that too. I got to put the screen down low. I can't miss any of this. All right, there we go. That's why me and Shep and a lot of us, we really respect the hell out of each other because, regardless of what, our dreams or our jobs are, there's just certain people that are willing to put in a lot more work than other people. That's fact. So, and if you ever need anything, some emotional support. I gotcha. You know, what's really crazy too is my friend, the beat maker. He actually hit me up. He wanted to talk on the phone last night, but I was just so dead tired and just already like snugging with Paisley and whatnot. And he says like people, he's like, well, you can't pick up your phone. He's always like saying some shit like that. People don't like to talk on the phone anymore. It's like it's a text, or if it's like an emergency, maybe. But I don't. I mean, I did phone sales for so many years, but I don't really like talking on the phone. Like I'd rather just get the questions and things done on text if possible. I'd rather meet face to face than rather talk on the phone. But he's like, oh, people don't seem to care anymore. And I was like, what are you talking about? About your beats? Are you like going to quit? Like, what's going on? He said, no, people in general. But again, it's what you put in is what you get out. If you're not checking up and actually being a good friend, you can't expect to be like, not be a good friend to someone. And then all of a sudden you call someone that you don't even check up on and then expect them to be like picking up the phone immediately and talking to you for an hour. It doesn't happen. What you put into a relationship, either together or a friend, what you get out of it. So you just can't expect people to go bend backwards for you if you don't already do it already. It doesn't work like that. But I messaged him this morning and I asked him if things were okay. And sounds like he's mentally a little bit better today. But I just told him, bro, I was like, all I do is grind. I hang out with Paisley, and I grind every day. I don't like party like I used to when I hung out with him. So I told him, I'm sorry, bro, but it's like I'm not the same person I was a few years ago. I'm in a totally I'm in like dad mode with Paisley. It gets all my attention, and I'm always reading, doing film study, and grinding on this fucking channel. So, but I know I'm not the only one that doesn't like to talk on the phone. I mean, it's different if it's like a best friend, type of thing. But if it's just like one of my like friends, it's like, or like acquaintances, and you don't really check up on me and we're really not that tight, you can't expect to call me and I'm just going to sit there and, I got other shit that is important to me that I got to handle, like Paisley. It's not like I'm trying to be a dickhead and be mean, but, you know, what you put into a relationship, you get back. But even with that being said, I still end up talking to him, and then I messaged him this morning. I don't want anyone to struggle mentally. So, bottom of the fifth, 2-2 game. Pitch inside, 3-0 count to Julio. Yeah, but plus also doing phone sales for like 20 years of my life, that has something to do with it too. Having to go through the grind and going to war with your coworkers and trying to be able to get sales and whatnot, and people telling you fuck you on the phone. I mean, it's tough, especially when I would work. I'd be working for the big companies, setting up cable internet and phone for like businesses in New York and Boston. So you get like some of the rudest people on planet Earth, and you have to really be special to be good, to be able to succeed in that field. Let's go, J Rod. Be electric, baby. Popped up, 2 away. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. I mean, I used to party, with the best of them, you know what I mean? But come on, dude. You can't be doing that shit on my stream. Big swing and a miss. Suarez, 227 average, 14 homers, 58 ribbies. And Manoah is climbing up there on the pitch count. Check swing. Did not go. 1-1 count. Come on, Gino. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1 count. Yeah, 80 for Manoah. I was going to say, getting closer. Suarez. Oh, what a catch. Unbelievable catch. Oh boy, got one of those. I mean, if you're going to come in here and you're going to comment, you better make sure that comment is worth it. He got two and then got the boot. And then, you get those people that end up doing that and then they create another profile and another profile. I never really got that. I get it being a troll and a hater, right? You know what I mean? But if you're getting booted from a channel and then you just keep making fake profiles over and over and over, like, don't you have anything better to do in your life? And the answer is no, because they're haters. That's what they do. They hate and they troll, Oh, man. I'm doing good, man. Like I said, I'm just starting to do uploads again for the first time in like a year, doing full breakdowns with no bias and showing the stats on the screen while I'm doing the videos. So it's going to be a lot more work, but football's right around the corner, doing live streams every day. When I'm not doing this, I'm reading or doing film study, and then I'm hanging out with Paisley. So, life is good. I mean, me and the girlfriend broke up, but we, like I said, either I'm in a relationship for a fucking long time or I'm single. So like the girl before this one, Jasmine, I was with her for like 6-7 years. Then we broke up and then I was single. And then this last one, Megan, was like 8 years, but we've been more like roommates really for like the last 2 years, honestly. So it's not like I cried or I'm like, woe is me. It was like Paisley was like, my daughter. So Paisley's like number one priority as well as this channel. So sometimes you got to sacrifice your happiness for your dreams and your goals and whatnot, so if someone's being toxic, sometimes you just got to keep going to be able to keep your dreams alive. So, but life is good. I'm all settled in. I'm all moved in. I've been making improvements to the channel. I got all my memorabilia all out and, yeah, me and Paisley are doing good. Yeah. Some of the gifs or gifs, right? The files are too big. So like even with my Cactus Jack Bang Bang, like you got to be able to find ones that are small enough to be able to do. Like there's a certain like that one's too big. It's 20 megabits or for images and 3 megabits for the gifs. So I'll have to scroll through a couple different Stone Cold ones. And maybe I can find one. Trammell, one away. I'm just going through a couple Stone Cold ones right now to see if I can find anything that would work, but all the files are too big. Like all the files are just so fucking big. I'd have to go through like 100 of them to be able to find like the one. Obviously, if I was going to do one, I would do like the Stone Cold and the Rock, but the one that's the best is the Stone Cold to Scott Hall. Oh yeah, dude. And honestly, I can't even be a good boyfriend, even if I wanted to be, because I mean, obviously Paisley's high maintenance, and I got to be able to give her all my attention, and then I'm grinding on this. So I honestly wouldn't be able to give the proper love and attention to a girl. To even get to a point of being a girlfriend. Like hooking up is one thing, but like to actually have a strong, good relationship, I mean, you know, I just have to be able to stick to what's important to me, which is Paisley and you guys and the dream. Belt. Belts one back. Back. Gone. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Brandon belting homers. Motherfucker. 3-2 Blue Jays. You son of a bitch. Sorry to hear that, Tyga. Yeah, but I don't need to be with anyone. And like I said, with the two people that I was with for a very, very long time, I already knew early on I wasn't going to marry them. It wasn't like that. I like for me, I'm not a scandalous person. I don't need to go see other people behind another person's back, or I don't need to cheat. I don't. I have goals and I got dreams. But it's about communication and being honest. And I feel like a lot of guys and girls in this generation now can't be honest. With the person that they're with, or they're always trying to be sneaky. Always trying to set up their next move and whatnot, or be scandalous and shady. And you can definitely tell with the people that are shady and the people that aren't. So it is what it is. But I've never been married. I don't have any kids, and I probably won't ever. I probably will never get married, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But Paisley's my daughter, pretty much. So it's like I'm not in a position in my life, to think about any of those things. Yeah, I know for sure, dude. It's going to be great. I'll do preseason games too. So, I mean, I'm going to be doing as much material as possible. It's going to be a lot of hard work considering I'm doing like every fucking sport on planet Earth. And then when we get into the fall, it's like NFL, college football, basketball, baseball wrapping up in October, NHL with the Kraken, and then wrestling. It's like Jesus. And then UFC and boxing once in a while. It's like I really don't have any time to really like take a break, but it is what it is. Big swing and a miss. 3-2 Blue Jays. Come on, Mariners. Woo, 0-2 pitch to Chapman. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-2 count. But Paisley gets way more attention now, and she's really, really happy. I got a big backyard, huge backyard for her to run freely. We go on 2 walks a day in the morning and at night, and she gets all the best treats, fruits and veggies, and stuff from Petco. It just feels good, and it's crazy because I got Paisley like originally, like my ex girlfriend like paid 400 or 500 for Paisley, and I thought, well, can I have her for weekends, or maybe I have her for a week, she has her for a week. But as I was moving out, my dad came to help me move my couch and my lazy boy. He handed me $100 bill, right, a stack, and he said, give this to your ex girlfriend, and just see if she'll take it and let you have Paisley. And I gave her the $100 bill, and I got Paisley. So, and obviously, I think she already knew that I'm going to be able to take care of her the right way, because obviously, if I'm not there, she's going to be pissed, Paisley. And then on top of that, if you're not getting walked every day, you're going to be pissed. And there's a reason why that Paisley would bite her or try to bite her or like be aggressive, because she wasn't being loved properly and she's shady. So, I think it just kind of all worked out in the end, that I was going to be the best dog dad. And I wanted to make sure that I had her, but I didn't think I was going to have her right away. I thought it was going to be gradual, like weekends, week on, week off. And then eventually I get her. But so, and then if she wants to end up, watching Paisley for like a day or two, that's fine. That'll give me a break where I can go visit a friend and hang out. But I mean, she's such a big part of my life. Like literally she's next to me all day, every day for 2 years. Her birthday's coming up next month. So it just feels good to be able to have that love like reciprocated, from something like a puppy and a dog, especially it's like, I've had like long relationships, and I think I've gotten more genuine like love from my puppy than I had from my ex-girlfriend in 8 years. That's facts. That's why we love dogs so much and pets. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be losing by point 0.5 this year. Not this year. But that's good that that happened though, because the year before it happened to you, so it was karma. Because didn't that happen to you the year before, where you lost by point 0.5, or you lost a game by point 0.5, something of that nature? So wouldn't surprise me. Georgia and Bama should be fantastic. Yeah, what's the quarterback situation looking like for Georgia? Have you been looking into Georgia players and anything yet, Shep? I know you work so much, you probably haven't been able to look at the depth chart really thoroughly just yet, but I know that'll be something that you will in the next couple weeks or when you have a day off, or I'll just remind you, hey, look at your fucking depth chart, dude. Let's take a look on, who might be the potential starters going in. Bottom of the sixth, 3-2 Blue Jays. Teoscar Hernandez in the box, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout against his former team. Manoah, 84 pitches in. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Next up, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh, who homered twice yesterday. Come on, baby. Let's go, Cal. Come on, baby. I got a new photo for you today. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low, 1-1 count. This ump, I don't know if it's the same ump from yesterday, but I don't think it is. Yesterday's ump was terrible. Yeah, I'm looking for college games as well. Week 0, we get Notre Dame and Army or Navy. One of those teams I know, a military team. And then I think we have USC and like Fresno State or something. So there's going to be some games very, very soon. And then we're going to get into some preseason football too. So as long as football's on, regardless of what it is, that's the best time of the year. 3-0 pitch to Raleigh, and he walked him. There we go. Manoah starting to slip a little bit here, and I like it. Teoscar couldn't get on. Cal Raleigh is on first. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Maybe we can make Manoah pay right here before he goes out. Make him pay. Make Manoah pay. Nice hit there by Ty France. You ask and you shall receive. Nice job, Ty. And pitching change. Next up, DHing for Seattle, that homered earlier in the game, Mike Ford. Woo! All right, Manoah, your day is done. See who's coming in for him. All right, I'm clicking back real quick, Mike. I was going to ask because I had it on and then I had it off. Let's go, Mariners. It's crazy, man. If you look at like my journey, from like 11 years ago, recording and 7 years on YouTube, and then where we're at now, it's like I had like legit dreams that I would be able to have something, that looked like this. I just didn't think it would take so long to be able to learn all the different types of methods to get the thumbs right, the thumbnails, and to get the presentation right. And I always knew with my voice and me being able to have the not biased and passionate takes and being able to call games, I knew I could do that. But it just feels good to be able to have, the baseball cards, football cards, have that all set up, with the stadium behind me, scoreboard at the top, ticker on the bottom, HD photos. It's like everything is finally coming together after all these years. It's like at that moment where I'm not satisfied. I'm always going to keep upgrading, adding pop-ups, trying to make the thumbs better and all that. But it's like we're finally at a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm actually fully satisfied with how things look on the thumbs and the presentation. Dreams are very difficult. It's like funny too because like every morning I'll try to listen to certain like music, and I got three songs that are my favorite of all time. Right, Kanye West, right? I Wonder. That one makes me like can get like emotional and shit. Like I don't know what it is about that song. That's like one of the number one emotional hip hop songs on planet Earth. Like if you listen to that, if you have dreams or goals, that one moves you in a way. Like to me, that's one of the. They say Kanye is crazy, right? But he's a fucking genius. That is one of that's probably my number one song, the I Wonder from Kanye West. Graduation album when he was amazing, right? That one, and then I like Juicy by Biggie with Notorious B.I.G. That one's great too, of the struggle and the come up. And then obviously Nobody Does It Better with Warren G and Nate Dogg. Those are my three favorite, and those are the ones that I listen to kind of get me motivated. Tim Meza is coming in. Let me get a photo of him. Okay, I found a good one for him. Still got to be able to give the proper representation, even if it's the opposing team. 10 laps to go. Larson, Truex Jr., Hamlin, Reddick, Harvick are your top five. Truex Jr. was going to retire last year. Thank God he did it. Tom Murphy coming in. Let's go, Tom. Murphy in for Ford. There we go. Give me the due diligence. I remember it being like a military. I mean, I briefly looked at it, so I did get the San Jose USC correct, so I knew that one was a big one. San Jose, San Diego State. I knew it was one of those. Okay. Run and shoot. Oh, okay. Well, it better be Bama, Georgia, because that's what everyone wants to see. Big swing and a miss, 1-2 count. 9 laps to go in Pocono. It's on USA if you guys want to watch along with me. And then obviously it's the bottom of the sixth in this matchup. Obviously on Root Sports or on the Blue Jays affiliate, or unless you need a streaming link, which I can provide. 3-2 Blue Jays, bottom of the sixth, runners at first and second, one out. Murphy takes a pitch inside, 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Should have stuck with Mike Ford. Scott Service with another dumb move. He wanted to do a lefty versus a righty instead of a lefty versus a lefty, but it doesn't matter. If the player's good, let him keep going. He fucking homered today. Oh, you guy got a home run early in the game? Nah, we'll just replace him for Tom Murphy. You fucking idiot. And then Trammell is out, so now we're gonna get Dylan Moore. Come on, Dylan. You homered yesterday. 3-2 game, bottom of the sixth. Is that a balk? Let's go, baby. One 0 count. 8 to go in Pocono. Larson, Truex, Hamlin, Reddick, Harvick are in your top 5. Gibbs, Stenhouse Jr., Jones, Bell, Elliott. Chase is in 10th. Damn it, Chase. Where's Kyle Busch at? Not in the top 20. 1-1 pitch. That was right in the corner, but not called a strike. 2-1 count. Nobody's worried about LSU. I mean, it's not like Joe Burrow is going back to college with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Now, then we would have a something there, but and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Make him stare, Elaire. Like that was the worst player that they had. That was a star, even though he was very good in college. It's crazy how like talented that team was. Jay Jetta, Jamar Chase, and Burrow. My God. Yes. Let's go. 3-3, baby. Yes. Nice job, baby. Nice little RBI. Dylan Moore, baby. Nice job. Mariner Moose appreciates you. I mean, the guy only has a handful of hits all year. He was injured for like the first 50, 60 games, so got limited at bats. But that's huge. Here we go. Runners on the corners, baby. 3-3. Colton Wong, let's go, baby. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, Wong. Bottom of the sixth. We're knotted up at 3 with that nice RBI by Dylan Moore. 1-2 count, 2 outs. We got runners at first and third. Even if he could just get that guy from third home, get hit by the pitch, take a walk, find a way. Come on, Wong. Got him. Runner stranded, but at least we tied the game. Nice. Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome. Sometimes you just, you just want to be able to grab something early, before it gets too expensive. I mean, I get that. I got all my Julio autographs. I got a Julio PSA autograph card. It's worth about 250, 300. I got another one that's worth about 300, 350 in a BGS, serial numbered 44, like his jersey number. I got a Cal Raleigh auto from obviously when he, took us to the playoffs and whatnot. But hell yeah, man. Who knows if he's going to end up being a big, name, but even if he doesn't, he's just going to be a Brewer legend, obviously for what he did. And hopefully he ends up panning out. And especially if you can grab one early before he starts tearing it up, because once he starts tearing it up, the card's going to be worth like, 50 and then 75. And then at one point, if he tears it up, the minimum might end up being like for a lot of the cards, like 100. And that might be out of certain people's budgets at that point. So awesome, man. Yeah, I watched that whole package. Yeah, another nail biter. Mr. Williams in the building. Shep is in the building. We got more of the goats in the building. How are you, bro? So I did a running back video. I'm starting to do uploads now again. So Mr. Williams, I got some NFL videos and shit for you to start getting into. So I'll do I did top 5 running backs and I did a breakdown that you can visually see on the screen too. So and I'm gonna do like every position and whatnot just to get more content out there. And I got the NASCAR race on here, which is almost over, as well as the Mariner game. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I guess you know what I mean. I guess like baseball fans, just don't support because the support we get are from the NFL fans. You know what I mean? The NFL fans that are loyal to me that come through and show the love. I mean, if you're just purely a baseball fan and new, is it like illegal to actually support someone? And it's just crazy with like basketball and hockey and baseball. People just don't give a fuck. Is that how it goes? But then like if you do NFL games, then people obviously NFL is the most popular, but that doesn't mean that there's hardcore fans of the other sports that are out there. I guess that's just what it is, huh? Only NFL fans care. I guess that's what it is. All right, we got how many laps to go? 4 to go. Hamlin, Harvick, Truex, Larson, Reddick are your top 5. Merrifield in the box. Swimming and eating. Awesome, man. How's the weather in Cali, bro? It's nice to see you guys in here, and that's why I like having the goats come through. So that way, not only you can talk to me, but every once in a while, you might get someone like Shep in the room and some of the other mods. So, which is very cool. It's like it's getting to the point where it doesn't matter if people don't give a shit about baseball. You can just come out and hang out with me for a little bit and the people in the room. We're getting closer to football season, and then I'm going to be hanging out with Paisley here as soon as this is done. Bottom of the 7th, approaching, but now top of the 7th, 3-3 game. Conference at the Mound. Yeah, hot. What have you been eating on, bro? What's on the menu? Caitlin was in the room earlier and she did the whole spaghettis and the spaghetti and the breadsticks and whatnot. Yeah, it's been fucking hot. I want to see how hot it is here. I know our garage gets to like 100. So right now 84, but it's going to be 87. So it's a little bit of a cool down. Woo is out. All right, take a look at Brian Woo's final numbers. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks. And he's the number 5 guy in the rotation, filling in for Marco Gonzalez, who got hurt. That's awesome. A guy that can get 7 to 10 Ks. He might not get the win every time, but I mean, it's not often that you're going to be able to have that type of consistency. So I'll take that. Oh, did you save me a plate? Ribs? What's regular breakfast? Like cereal? What's a regular breakfast for Mr. Williams like? I had cereal today. And then I have a bunch of like fruits and whatnot, like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. I just pile that shit on. Little almond milk. Bing bong. All right, 3 to go. Pocono race is almost over. All right, here we go. Pocono NASCAR Cup Series on USA. If you want to turn it on real quick. Hamlin, Truex, Harvick, Reddick, Gibbs are your top 5. Bell, Larson, Stenhouse, Burton, Jones in the top 10. And Martin Truex Jr. has been very hot as of late, but we'll see what happens here. Eggs, sausage, potatoes. A little staycation, y'all. Awesome, bro. Sometimes you got to treat yourself, dude. That's awesome. Well, Harvick trying to get to win 61. Dale Earnhardt, 76 at number 8. Kyle Busch is at number 9 all time. All right, I got to mute the baseball game here just for a sec since we're getting down to the last 2 laps. So at least I can watch both. But Eric Jones, who? Eric Jones. Yeah, but Mr. Williams, I know I don't know if I mentioned it to you or Shep, but I think I might be some kind of spinat. Oh, no contact, but I think I might be a time traveler, and I'll explain in a second. 1 lap to go. I think it's Denny Hamlin's race to lose here. I think he's going to get the dub. Taylor Saucedo in the game. This is where we might fuck up. All right, so I'm a big toy collector, and obviously I found like a Thriftway, Safeway, like grocery bag full of my old toys, Transformers, like Ghostbusters, my Hot Wheels, my Matchbox, that type of stuff, right? And I always thought like my Hot Wheels were going to be from like 85 to 92, from when I was like 3 to 10 years old. I look in the bag and all of my toys are from like 75 to 83. Why do I have toys before I was born? Time traveler. And that's what makes them more valuable, which was kind of cool, but little bunt, 1 away. We got 1 lap to go here, or half a lap. Did they call the caution? No. Unofficial results in. Denny Hamlin with the win. Wow. All right, Denny. All right, back to the baseball game. I'm glad I got to at least see the ending there. But I'm very confused. I'm very confused on what like my Hot Wheels and my Matchbox. Like I was born in 82, right? And I thought, okay, I'm gonna have stuff from 85 to 92 and a shitload of it, and I'm gonna have some nostalgia. I start looking at the items, and it's like 1976, 1979. I'm like, what the fuck? I found only 1 Hot Wheel that was past 1983, a 1987 Hot Wheel. That would have been when I was like 5. And my dad is a collector, but he doesn't collect Hot Wheels. So it's not like it was his personal collection that he just gave me. And at Toys R Us at the stores, they usually would replace the old with the next year. So if you bought a 79 Hot Wheel, it would only be in there by 1980 because the 1980 line comes in. So why the fuck do I have things from like 73, 75, 77? 1 answer and 1 answer only. Time traveler. I must be. I mean, I have no other explanation. For real, bro. But the value of the stuff that I have is like compared to the stuff that I thought it was from like maybe 85 to 92. Some of that stuff is like decent from like 85 to 90. But if you got stuff from the fucking 70s and the 80s, I mean, that shit is so valuable, dude. It's crazy. Yeah. I must have got into the DeLorean. And then I ended up finding my favorite Lego piece, my like Lego vehicle. I actually have it here right in front of me, and it's fucking pristine. Like if I showed it to people, like it's literally looks like I just made it from the Lego store today, and it's from the late 70s, early 80s. I have no idea. I mean, it's got even a fucking sunroof that opens up on it. I mean, it is fucking wild, dude. Like it's got exhaust on it that moves. It's just wild, dude. It's literally on a condition of like 1 to 10. It's a 10, and it's from like the 70s and the 80s. It's just I don't know, man. I take care of my stuff, and I'm a huge collector. But still, it's like amazing that I had the knowledge even when I was a little kid to not fuck my shit up because I knew it'd be worth a lot of money, down the road. And it's like crazy. Like all my pieces are like my Hot Wheels. Not all of them are pristine, but this was like one of my favorite Hot Wheels, and it's from 1983, and the doors open on it. And most Hot Wheels doors don't open. Usually, it's the Matchbox toys. And then I found like a Porsche Matchbox from like 76 that the doors open, and I'm like, holy shit, man. I was like, I guess I came on the come up because 85 to 92 Hot Wheels are worth money, but 75 to like 83 Hot Wheels are worth a hell of a lot more. Oh no. Damn it. 4-3 Blue Jays. Fuck. But I was just very confused that that stuff was like, you know what I mean? And I remember playing with them. So it's not like, oh, I don't remember these. I know what my Hot Wheels are, like my Camaros and my fucking Jeeps and all the pieces that I had, the Porsches and then the trucks. I really like the trucks. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? And I have doubles of some of my stuff. But I was just like, okay, if I was born in '82, how do I have toys that are from before that? It doesn't make sense. Top of the seventh, 4-3 Blue Jays. God, this game's going down to the wire. Runners at first and second. Next up, George Springer. Futurama new season. Nice. I'm still waiting on the new King of the Hill. I need to watch that. Me and Paisley usually watch like regular show at night with Mordecai and Rigby, or we'll watch like King of the Hill. But I actually started watching. I like stuff like Game of Thrones, and then there's a show that has 5 seasons. I don't know if you guys have seen it, called The Last Kingdom, and it's all about death and betrayal, and it takes place, I think, like 808, like, so about 1200 years ago. We're in 2023, so it takes place around 700 800 AD, and it shows like the takeover of like England, and obviously the kingdoms, and and obviously kings and queens and betrayal, like a lot of those other shows are. But I like those old school type of shows like Game of Thrones. Got him. Nice double play. But I just started watching like an episode last night, and I was like, ooh. And I'm probably going to rewatch True Blood again too. So love me some True Blood. Well, we lost the lead. It's 4-3, but maybe we'll come back, and Saucedo's garbage. Yeah, but it just really weirded me out. You know what I mean? Like that I had stuff that was like before my time. I'm like, I'm just like so confused. Ooh, that looks good. Holy shit. Chicken, roll, mac and cheese, fries. Wow, that looks delicious, chef. Bro, that looks fire. Oh, baby. Yeah. $12. Let's get to a hundo. I don't know what it is, man. Like I said, you can put in your blood, sweat, and tears for sports other than football, but and I'm not even talking about the goats, that are in the room, like the mods and the regulars, but for like newbies, it's just like, is it just like people just don't give a shit about the streamers on baseball and hockey and NASCAR? They just want them to just fucking suffer, you know what I mean? And just they're just everyone's just doing it for fun, and like no one cares. Like football fans care more than any other fan base. But it's just crazy if you're a baseball, basketball, hockey, NASCAR fan, then I guess it's just like, well, fuck that guy. Fuck that streamer. I mean, is that how it is? I mean, apparently it is, which is kind of sad. Hopefully we can get to a point where people that do sports other than football can be appreciated, for the hard work. This is wild, man. It's like we can get to like 100 to 1,500 with football, but some days we get zero doing these other streams. I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears on the line on everything. Hours of prep for what? Zero? I mean, that's a shitty fucking feeling. It's like I feel like sometimes like YouTube, and not you guys, but certain people treat me like I have like 20 subs or like 200 subs. It's like, dude, I'm on the brink of 20,000, but I feel like I'm treated like like some amateur. Like that sucks. That's not good. It's like I get it. If you're not good, then you're not going to get donos. But like when you have like a really, really good product and great fans, it's just kind of mind blowing to me that you can grind so hard and you can get to like big numbers, but then also you can do streams and you can get nothing. It's like it's not like I'm ever going to quit or anything, but it's a terrible feeling when you grind out and put all your blood, sweat, and tears into everything, and then you get to like 0 or 5 or 10. It's just I don't know. People won't understand unless you're me, I guess, with the hustle and the grind. But $12 is better than 0. But yeah, and that's why it shows you, we need to find more heavy hitters, and we need to have Holly come back. and hopefully get people that will support, whether it's sharing, liking, commenting, donating, whatever avenue that they can do. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite shows too. I can watch River Monsters all day, every day. When I end up watching on Animal Planet, I'll usually watch it for like 4 hours straight, like 4 or 5 episodes straight. He said ribs got destroyed. But hopefully one day I don't get treated like an amateur anymore. And hopefully we can get over 20K and then we can start steamrolling. I mean, it's like I shouldn't get treated like I have 2,000 subs or 200 subs. Like I'm at 20,000, but they make me feel like I'm at nothing. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. Bottom of the seventh, 4-3 Blue Jays. Takes a strike, 1-1 count. But at least football is my favorite thing. I mean, it'd be terrible if baseball or NASCAR or basketball was my favorite thing, then I'd be homeless. So, so at least you got to grind it out all year round. But at least football is my favorite thing because, and I feel sorry for those people that just do baseball or just do NASCAR or just do basketball. I mean, there's just you got dreams and goals, but it can be very, very hard to accomplish those. If you're not getting support. Pitch is high, 2-2 count. Problem, brother. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Oh, it's all good, Mike. I'm already used to not getting supported my whole life. So it's, people are going to support me when they can, but I mean, it's never been easy for me no matter what. So, but it's just, Sarah sees how hard I work. And obviously, I love being able to give back. But if I'm not getting anything, I can't give back to the mods. I can't give gifts out if I can't even get gifts in return, So that's the shittiest part for me. You know what I mean? Is that when I want to give back to people like Sarah for her hard work and the mods, and I can't because I'm not even getting fucking supported. You know what I mean? That's the shittiest feeling for me. I don't need money to be rich. I just want to be able to get my worth and give back if I can. Popped up. I do. I've never said lies on this channel. Some people might not agree with what I fucking say, but I always speak from the heart. And I do really appreciate you coming back into the streams, Mr. Williams, and your appreciation and your generosity. Not a lot of people are like you. MSU Detroit fan in the building. What's good? We had another pitching change. Yeah. But again, like I said, I built the channel initially with another person, doing reaction videos and whatnot. And obviously you get some of those people, that don't support, the live streams or have forgotten, you know what I mean? So if I need to end up doing other avenues to try to get people to come back with like uploads and, reaction videos and other things, I'll do that, to a certain degree. But yeah, man, it's not fucking easy. If dreams were easy, I mean, everyone would do it. That's facts. Yeah, but one thing I do know is that most people that have dreams and goals or that work hard, no one wants to work for nothing. No one's going to work for free, especially if they have talent. But it's like, I try to remember this one story that I read where you had like the number one violinist in the world, and he was on like a subway station, like in New York, and he put a little money thing out like as a test to see if anyone would recognize him, or just playing for like donations, right? And a couple people gave him donations, and most people ignored him. You know what I mean? And then he went to go play in the symphony, in the next night, and literally was playing on a violin in the subway that was worth like $100,000. So sometimes, when you're in the wrong place, you're not getting your worth. So sometimes you got to go where you're going to be accepted and you're going to get rewarded for being great. And that's so true. Sometimes when you are in the wrong spot, you don't get the recognition that you truly deserve. Not that I'm saying I'm leaving YouTube, but just food for thought. I appreciate you, bro. It means a lot. Plus, I think like people take me for granted because they just know I'm grinding all the time. You know what I mean? But again, like if someone's doing something full time and has no other income coming in, I don't know anyone that would love to be able to put in an hour prep, stream for 3 or 4 hours, and then be at like $10. And then if it's on the YouTube side, what is that? Five? Like who the fuck is going to be able to survive off $5 for a day? No one. You know, just saying. So, but for the people that do donate and support, it means a lot, and I appreciate you guys. Bottom of the seventh, 4-3 Blue Jays. And the only reason that I bring this up is that I feel like I'm the only one at the sub count that I'm at that gets treated this way. Everyone else that's at 20,000 subs or more does not get treated the same way that I do, And I just want to be able to be treated, fairly, just like other streamers that are at the same number as me, that have the same type of talent as me or similar talent. So, but I guess, I mean, maybe I have to go through this before we hit the big time. You know what I mean? Before we really take over. So, but man, I've been in this fucking position my whole life. I mean, I feel at some point I need to be rewarded by the sports gods and people. It's like how long am I going to have to grind before we take off? You know, 15 years, 20 years. I mean, I'm going to do whatever it takes, but that's all I want. I don't necessarily need to be the number one guy on YouTube or anything like that. But I think we have number one talent. It's just that it's all about the support. Bottom of the seventh, 4-3 Blue Jays. 2-2 count to Julio Rodriguez. Take it easy, Mike. Have a great day with you and the fam. 2-2 pitch. And there's a big reason why, people quit, their dreams, and people, they give up. It's fucking hard. It's not easy. But I'm in a different boat, though, because of the Jordan rookie sacrifice that I made. So there's absolutely no quitting ever. 2-2 pitch from Swanson. Pitch is high, 3-2 count. Julio, foul. Yeah, and I kind of feel like the way that social media is now, you get better content on YouTube than you do on TV or podcast. So it's like, going to a movie. It's like if you're going to be spending 3 or 4 hours out of your day, going to a movie is not free. It costs money. So I think it's that kind of same concept. It's like if you're spending 3 or 4 hours out of your day watching someone, obviously that person is someone that you enjoy and you like. And, it's not like that person wouldn't enjoy to be supported. Kind of my mindset. But I don't think everyone on YouTube has that mindset, because not only is YouTube entertainment, you do build a lot of good friendships, connections. Can't put a price on that. Oh shit! Gino almost got hit in the face. Oh, 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by a pitch, and he almost got hit in the face. 1-0 pitch to Suarez from Swanson. Julio going for 2. Safe. There we go. Nice stolen bag from Julio. There we go. Ballin. All right. Maybe he got tagged. Maybe he's out. There we go. Safe. There we go. He said he's out. Nah, 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 nah. Safe. That's true. That's true. Positive and true, good-hearted people are very, very hard to find on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are fake as fuck on YouTube and Twitch. Fact. That's so true. Like thumbnails and backgrounds and and content's one thing, but sometimes I mean there's a reason why it's called YouTube, not content tube. You know, damn right it's a bromance. You already know what it is. Especially when we go through things like mental health and we can help uplift each other and whatnot. Because it's like one thing when people started watching me with like reaction videos and if you like leave a comment, but that doesn't like let me get to know you. But then doing live streams and being able to interact and then interacting on like Twitter and Instagram afterwards and kind of keeping up with people's lives, it's awesome, dude. Like that's one thing that I really cherish the most is the connections with the people. Big swing and a miss, got him. Next up, 0 for 3 with 2Ks, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. All the bromance. I mean, you got to think back when you were watching my reaction videos and doing this stuff like a long, long time ago to see where you were in your life then, and then obviously the brosif, the brodom that we got, the broham. It's kind of crazy how things were and how things are now. This feels good when you can actually make a difference and be genuine and real. No, I'm just working free for the rest of my life. That's good. That's good. And hopefully I've been able to help you with that too. He's doing pretty good. He messaged me. He wants to hang out with me, and things were like kind of tough, for me at the other location, obviously, and like with like grinding and being able to have money. And he wanted me to be in his fucking wedding, and I told him I couldn't just because, like I said, I don't have a vehicle. The vehicle I had broke down, so I don't have a vehicle. I'm not getting supported properly, and obviously, to be able to commit, to all that stuff for like the clothes and all the meetups He's one of my best friends, but again, I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm going to be there, and then all of a sudden I can't afford it and I'm not there, and obviously I was going through a dark time with my mental health too, you know what I mean? And obviously it's like if you have someone close, you want to be able to be there, but it's also better to be honest. He didn't understand why I didn't want to go or why I couldn't go, you know what I mean? But again, if you're honest and open about things, then, you know, sometimes you got to be able to tell people and they either are going to accept that, I got mental health shit and I'm not in a good space, either financially or mentally, or they're not going to accept it, and whatnot. But, I still think he doesn't really fully understand why that I told him, that I don't think I can, go, because he wanted me to have like a prominent role at the wedding too. And I couldn't afford the tux rental and all that other shit. And he's doing the wedding at Hood River where I was born, which is like 2 hours away. It's like I have no vehicle to get out there. I can't afford a rental vehicle. At least I couldn't back then. I couldn't afford the rental for the clothes. I was barely making it to be able to even get rent and shit done. But he did message me, and I know he wants to be able to hang out, but I told him now that I'm here, Paisley's my number one priority, so I can't really go anywhere. I was like, but if you want to come over and hang out, for a little bit, maybe like, shoot the shit for a few minutes and whatnot. But unless, the ex picks my dog up for like a day or two, and then I can go out then. But he's doing good. He's getting married here in a month or two and whatnot, and it seems like he found someone really, really good in his life, and we're still bros. You know what I mean? I know at one point he was probably angry with me because he just didn't understand, but I mean, he understands, I think, now, and I definitely am in a better place now that I'm not at the same place with my ex-girlfriend like I was. So see, and that's one thing right there. You ask a simple question, and most people aren't going to be real with like an answer like that in return. But again, I'm always going to be 100 all the time. There is no fakeness. There's no bullshit. There's no clickbait. I'll open up a little bit of my life to people to show people that, you can be real. And it also shows you how fake people are. They put on a show, acting like they really care about people and caring about certain things when it's just all a facade to make money. Subs, likes, views. That's what 99% of YouTubers are. But usually I only have like 3 people that I connect with: Joey and Jamie, my boy Joey that lives pretty close to me, Preston and Justin. That's it. So, but it'll be all good. Sarah, one day we'll laugh, on like the dono situation and the support, be like, remember that time where we were just grinding all the time and getting zero, $5, $10, $20? I mean, we're going to get to a point where that's going to be a laughing matter. So just got to keep positive, put the head down and grind. Top of the 8th, Blue Jays 4, Mariners 3. And it's not a matter of if I make it, it's when I make it. Sparky Baki. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, Bichette, foul. Yeah, and speaking of haters too, it's like even like, the girlfriend didn't believe in me. Like her dad likes more of my stuff than she ever did. You know what I mean? Like it shows you people sometimes are just undercover haters, or just because they don't see themselves making it and doing what you're doing, then you're not making it. Like I can't do it, so you're not going to do it, or I can't do it, so you can't do it. It's crazy how many people are like that. That can't support people for their dreams and wanting to win. It's like I want all my friends to win. I don't know where this hater mentality started. Fucking TikTok. This TikTok generation, bunch of haters. Haters, 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 haters and trolls. And laziness. That too. I'm so happy I'm not part of that generation. I mean, you're going to get some younger, people in the TikTok generation that'll be cool people, but that app is toxic as fuck. And some of the people that are on that app are toxic as fuck too. Facts. Top of the 8th, 4-3 Blue Jays. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Let's go. 0 for 14 for Bo Bichette. Next up for the Blue Jays, DHing for Toronto, Brandon Belt, who homered and belted a homer earlier in the game. I was going to say, no bang bang homers. Hernandez, 2 away. Up next, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No, but that doesn't happen though. That's not even just my situation. Ask most people that are in a relationship, right? Most people don't support the other person when they have a dream or a goal because it's taken away from the time from spending time with them and also thinking that they're not going to accomplish it. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of relationships right now and like marriages, they're not. They're long-term relationships. Because back in the day when we had our parents and our parents' parents, you had a problem, you fucking talk it out and you work it out. Now this generation has already got 2 or 3 people on the phone that they can go to and just be like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go and start a new relationship with this person." People don't want to like talk. People don't want to go through the good times and the bad times, for better for worse. That shit don't exist anymore. Marriages are dead now. 2023 marriages don't exist. Marriages are long-term relationships now, and that's facts. I mean, this generation is terrible. And it's all ages, young and old. Popped up. I mean, every once in a while, you're going to get 2 people that really genuinely care about people. But think about it. How many genuine people in your friend group do you know where you live? You know what I mean? Like it used to be like you think maybe I can know 5 to 10 people and I'll get a genuine one. Now it's like you got to go through like 30, 40, 50 friends to find someone that's not a backstabbing motherfucker. You know what I mean? Or someone that actually has your best interests. That's how bad it's been getting. You don't really meet genuine people that care about people anymore. At least, I mean, that's how it is out here. And I imagine it's kind of like that way where you guys are. I mean, think about all the friends and so-called friends and acquaintances. Do they really have your best interests? Are they there for you when things are tough? Or are they only there for you when things are good? Think about it. Facts. It's a shitty time, man. Let me tell you. Lots of selfishness that's out there. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. I speak no lies. I only speak truths. And again, if I wasn't doing this, I would be a therapist or psychologist, maybe a video game streamer, beat maker. I mean, there's a lot of other avenues I could have went into. Boys and Girls Club, but definitely making a difference for kids and people. And, being able to explain how shit is and not sugarcoating shit, because most people in life think, oh, I don't know what things are. But, and then they start to realize, damn, this guy knows what he's talking about, Not everyone is a good person. There's a lot of fucking bad people that are out there. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with 2 runs with a base on ball and a K. Big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Batting second this inning, first baseman Ty France. And batting third, Tom Murphy. Yeah, I never will either. I know there's going to be people that make good content, like educational stuff, but when the primary backing of the platform is dancing and is doing some dumb shit, like I don't know, it's just a bunch of like meaningless content. You know what I mean? Like TikTok is from China, and people don't realize that the American stuff, that shit is banned over there. They don't do the dancing and all the other bullshit. They actually do like educational and stuff that's actually going to help people on there. So people don't even know that TikTok is owned by the Chinese. Like they were the ones that made that, and so it's like, and also too, like with apps, they have all your information. Like when you end up doing TikTok, it's like you do certain apps, like when you do like facial recognition and all that, and they like have like this certain like waivers. They do all that shit because they want to track you, just like Facebook and anything else. They're like, oh, it's just a social media app. No, they're gathering information about you and your life. Your thumbprint, your signature, your facial recognition, all that. But some people know and some people don't. Let's go, Cal. But it's like, TikTok in America is about dancing and prank videos. They don't do that anywhere else in the globe when they have TikTok. It shows you it's like, we're such a lazy younger generation that we'd rather watch people do pranks that are set up. They're not even real pranks. It's like, okay, I'm going to do this in the grocery store. You act surprised. Let's film it. And then we're going to get 1 million views. That's entertainment. That is for a lot of y'all and other people, but you know what I mean? Or doing some dumbass dance. It's like, okay, if you want to spend your time watching people shake around, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of other shit that you could be doing with your life. It's like they almost did it on purpose to make America lazy. Cal struck out. One away. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Fraud dogs. Well, there's a lot of YouTubers are fraud. Twitch streamers that are fraud. Let's go, Ty. I mean, I get it if it's like, genuine and it's meant to be like uplifting, but again, a lot of it is not. Yeah, the real sad part about though, like the people dancing all sexy and whatnot, is that you get these little kids on there, that are like fucking 8, 10, 12, trying to dress up like they're fucking 20, and they're trying to like dance all like sexual and shit. Like, you know what I mean? At some point, if you're a parent, like that is not like something that should be allowed. You know what I mean? Like everyone's gonna have like parental controls and whatnot, but I mean, unless you have a daughter or son of your own, and then you see them doing that shit at like 8, 9, 10, it's kind of fucking alarming, man. That's facts. Murphy pops up, got it. And you wonder why people get fucking abducted and there's all kinds of like sexual like predators and shit. Where do you think they target? Places like that. You're like, oh yeah, I'm 20, or like I'm gaming, you know what I mean? And then you find out it's like some sexual predator. Like you see the stories on the news and other things. Just wild, man. They're like, oh, it's innocent. Everything's innocent. No, it's fucking not. Fucking brainwashed. Brainwashed boys. It's like instead of having dreams and goals, let's watch people dance and do stupid fake pranks that aren't even real. All right, end of the 8th inning. Let's go to the top of the 9th. We're down 4-3. Come on, baby. I want to see what the Blue Jays got here in the top of the 9th. All right, leading off in the top of the 9th for the Blue Jays, third baseman Matt Chapman. Batting second baseman Whit Merrifield. And batting third, left fielder Dalton Varsho. It's one thing, I mean, if you're like of age, you know what I mean? But you get a lot of people, and then a lot of them, it's like you get these people that are delusional that, they see like, Charlie D'Amello and like all like the millionaires, like the people that have been grinding for a long time. And they think like legitimately in their head, millions of kids, that are in school and that aren't in school that think that they can do the same thing. And guess what? You can't. You're not going to. Because number one, you don't have the work ethic or the equipment. You know what I mean? Like they just see other people doing it and they're like, oh, I can do that. It's hilarious. It's like you're gonna try to do dancing on TikTok and you're gonna make it. That's gonna be your career for the rest of your life. Millions and millions of kids and adults wasting their life on that app. Isaiah Campbell on the mound. Yeah, it is. I mean, millions of kids get fucking abducted for real, and a lot of it comes from like, Xbox and PlayStation and online gaming and places like TikTok for real. 4-3 Blue Jays, top of the ninth. Matt Chapman, 260 average, 12 homers, 42 ribbies in 2023. First pitch to Chapman for a strike. Big swing and a miss, 1-2 count. We get an Isaiah Campbell photo up here too. There we go, baby. Let's go. With the heat outside, 2-2 count. Popped up. Let's go, Mariners. Still have a chance, but obviously it's starting to kind of dwindle here. But we had 2 comebacks in the last 2 games. Do we have one more comeback in us to get to extra innings to possibly win? Because I don't know. I don't know if we can get 2, but maybe if we're lucky, we can get it to 4-4 if they don't get any more runs in the top of the ninth. Popped up. Oh, and he fell. Wow. Was that Julio that fell? Julio falls down and then it bounces. He slips and then it went into the crowd for a stand-up double. Yeah, we lost this game. Yeah, well, we always play the Blue Jays hard, Gary. Even last year, and obviously with the players that are set up with the teams, Springer, Bichette, and everyone else, Vlad Jr., and then with our core guys, and wow, Julio, a very rare mistake in the outfield at the worst critical time. Lost the ball in the sun and bunt attempt, foul. Yeah, those last 2 games were 2 of the top 5 Mariner games all year. It's based off like comebacks and whatnot. Yeah, but ultimately, there's only one World Series champ, and we weren't good enough, either one of us, to get to the championship, to the World Series. But we have a bright future, both of our teams. It's my favorite rivalry, that's outside of the division. It used to be Yankees, but now it's Blue Jays. But the difference is I respect the Blue Jays more than the Yankees. It's like we want to beat the Astros and we hate them. We like playing you guys. It's fun because we're very similar to each other. Similar colors, similar style of play. I think our pitching staff is better than yours, but your hitting is better than. So you guys have better hitting. We have better pitching. But you guys still have good pitching too. So, but I like your guys' team a lot, genuinely. Like I root for you guys, and I feel that both of our teams this year, we're looking at the Baltimore Orioles and thinking, wow, that was us last year. That's the new Mariners Blue Jays of last year. It's the Orioles this year. Really fun to watch. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Fuck, safe at first. I appreciate that. That's the goal, not being biased and showing love and appreciation and not having it be just a Mariner stream, but being a Mariner / Blue Jay stream. There's a lot of preparation that is involved for me to go through and put up the photos, find them, format them, put the logo, go through the starting lineups. Like, I don't have to fucking do this. Like, what, I don't have to go through my all my time to go through and do that, but I do it because I'm a visual guy and I like it. I like being able to put in that hard work, and it makes the stream better too. Putting a name to a face, because sometimes with baseball you can't really see their face unless they do like a zoom in. So getting kind of a close up photo of them when they're at bat or when they make a big play, it's nice. Gino should have just thrown it to first immediately. That was dumb right there. Back-to-back mistakes. Julio lost the ball in the outfield, and it was a ground rule double. Suarez, taking a split second to flinch to see if he could get the runner at third. And now you lost the game. Just like that. We were going to lose anyways, but now we really lost. I mean, it's going to really literally take a miracle to come back. And they got runners on the corners, and we got no outs. Like, it only takes one slip up at the end of a game. Julio not seeing the ball, falling down, which never happens. And then he thought he was going to get hit in the head, and then it hit the ground, and then went into that should have been a routine out, right? And then now that led to another dumb play by Suarez, and then that's what happens. Uncle Mo, momentum sometimes starts when you do something good, but sometimes it also starts when you do something bad for the other team. Yeah, I hope we can beat the Astros as well. And like I said, if it comes down to the Astros, the Blue Jays, and the Mariners, it's definitely going to be like the Blue Jays and the Astros over us. I don't think we're good enough. We're not a playoff team this year. The runner is out at first. Wow. I don't think he was out at first. Like honestly, I think he was safe there, but I mean, obviously, to beat the Blue Jays 2 out of 3. I mean, that's probably shocking for a lot of Toronto fans too, considering they were like 10 games above 500 and we were 500. I would have said, and this is me not being biased, Mariner fans are like, yeah, I think we were. I think they were safe there. That was a bad call. And 99% of Mariner fans are like, yeah, they don't care if it's a good call or a bad call, only if it favors you. And that's the problem with fans a lot of times. Like, even when you know it's bullshit, you cheer and you get excited, because if you do that, karma will come around and you'll get, it'll come back to you in a bad way. So that's why I always like keeping it 100 and honest and genuine and real, even if we end up getting the benefit of the doubt, but someone needs to say it, that was bullshit. I definitely think that he was out. It was a bang bang play, but tie goes to the runner. At least it used to. Now, we don't deserve to win this game after what happened with Julio there. So yeah, but you guys got to think, you're in all the shit that you have done up to this point. You got to get that out of your brain. It started last year. So you got to think of all your fandom that you had. This isn't the Joe Carter era. It's like what you did last year was year one of about a 10-year run of great success that you guys are going to have and we're going to have. So it's like you can't just, manufacture all that pain from all those years. It's going to drive you nuts. Another error. See? One error leads to another error, to a throw to first base, and another error. When it rains, it pours. But if you can actually, like when we didn't make the playoffs for 20, 21 years, you can't hang on to, oh, we suck. Like, you just got to be able to have that success, make the playoffs, and that's year one of the greatness. And then you go year one, and what did we do? And then it's year two this year. And then if you have that mindset, then you're going to be able to be a little bit better moving forward. But I definitely think the Blue Jays and Mariners are very similar to each other, and I hope that both of our teams can make a World Series sooner than later, and ALCS as well. And there's the karma that I was talking about, right? We got a bullshit call, and where the runner was obviously safe, not out, and then you fuck up on the next play. I'm telling you, like the sports gods, it's like we're living in the Matrix. Like, I say something, it happens. Like, there's been a lot of times where I'll pull like a Tony Romo, where I'm like, I'll say something, and then all of a sudden, like, a few plays later or 30 seconds later, it happens, and it's just sports, man. Alejandro Kirk coming in. No, we're not winning. 100% we're not winning. Like I said, and that's what I think, fans will appreciate my streams compared to every other stream that's out there, because every other stream is biased, and they're always going to cheer for the bad plays that are called in their favor. You're never going to hear someone that when the runner, was out and then they were, you're never going to have someone be just real and genuine. But again, I don't really see myself as just like a Mariner fan. I'm a fan of the game, all the teams, all the greatness, that's on there, even if it's not on my team. Like, I'm not going to hate on Vlad just because he's on the Blue Jays. He's great. Would I want Vlad on my team? Yeah. So if that's the case, then I can still root for him, to do good. Maybe not do good when they're playing me, and the Mariners, but just in general. Yeah. And you never know. If you have a hater mentality, you never know where that guy, you're like, fuck Vlad. I hate this guy. And then 6 years later, Vlad's on the Mariners. Then what? You're buying the jersey? You're like, shut the fuck up. It's like, that's how it goes all the time with a lot of haters in this younger generation and the older generation. Double play. 1, Crawford, 2. All right. Well, we got out of it 4-3 unscathed, but let's see if we can make a comeback. $12 in donos. Does that even buy a McDonald's meal anymore? It doesn't. It's all right. And then if it was on YouTube, right, then it's even less than that, because then they take their cut. So, yeah. You got dreams and goals. Make sure you're mentally strong, because if you're not mentally strong to do dreams and goals, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it. I mean, this is a cutthroat world, and you got to be able to keep grinding even when things look bleak. Facts. All right, next up. Oh, I got a Dylan Moore. All right, let me get the Dylan Moore up here. 1 sec. And hopefully we can end up getting one and go to extras. Not holding my breath, though. But that's the problem with sports nowadays, and that's why I feel that I need to be as great as I am, and I need to keep grinding and holding myself to a different standard, is because there's so many people that are fake and dishonest, and it's all about clickbait, and they scream and they yell, but they don't really believe what they're saying. Think about what sports talk is right now. It's terrible. It's the worst it's ever been. Even shows that we fell in love with are not as good as they were. Good Morning Football used to be on my fucking regular playlist every morning. Nate left. He deserved the upgrade to CBS. Kay left, and then the show's garbage now. Will you still watch it because it's got NFL players and NFL highlights, but it's not the same greatness of the 4 that they had. Skip and Shannon. Colin Cowherd doesn't have Joy Taylor. I mean, a lot of the programs are absolute dog shit. You get better content, whether it's real or fake, on YouTube than you do on TV and podcasts. I mean, prove me wrong. Next up for the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th inning, Dylan Moore. Come on, baby. Dylan, let's go. A little cheap base hit, maybe get hit by a pitch, maybe take a walk, be disciplined in the box. I don't care how we have to do it against Jordan Romano, but we have to find a way to get at least one of the first 2 guys on base. And if we can, maybe we can get it to 4-4 and go to extras, or maybe we can end up winning here. I mean, it's unlikely, but again, sometimes, crazy shit happens. Come on, Dylan. Oh, hit him in the back. Wow, that was creepy. Well, maybe I do have ESP. What the fuck? Okay, well, Dylan Moore just got hit by the first pitch. I was like, okay, cheap hit by a pitch, work the count. Fuck it. Okay, thank you, sports gods. I didn't know you loved me like that. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. I mean, realistically, we're probably still going to lose, but, He said 1% winnable. Well, it just went up. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you. There we go. Said, I'm a Jays fan. Come on, Mariners fan, support your boy. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why people treat me the way that they do, but, eventually it'll be a laughing moment for us on the channel down the road. $2.79. I appreciate you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Appreciate you, bro. Let me know what you want to see for your favorite Blue Jay. You want me to throw up some Joe Carter for you or one of the old school guys from the 80s or 90s? Let me know. Appreciate you. I mean, we have big days and we have days that are laughable. I mean, we've hit $500 donos many times for a single dono. Our highest dono was what, $1,300 for a single dono. But then also we've hit what, like 1,500. Big swing and a miss. Dylan Moore with a stolen base. But then also we've had streams where we hit nothing or 5 or 10 or 15. So nothing is guaranteed, especially it's like I'm not getting paid with ad revenue. Everything is by, my hard work and the donations. So I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I'll put up some Sean Green for you. Ball 4. Let's go. You talk and you shall receive. I'm looking at your Sean Green right now. I want to give you a couple things that you probably haven't seen in a minute, too. Good choice, too. I always love it when you get like kind of a no-namer, or like a mid-level guy. You know what I mean? Because I'm a stat and analytical guy, so I'm always looking for like, the guys that are underappreciated. Those are the people, because I feel I'm underappreciated. So I always like looking at the guys that are underappreciated, in sports too. I feel like I have a connection with them. But I got you, bro. Bunt drop. Hit. Foul. All right, so I hit you with that right there, and then I'm gonna get you a rookie card. All right. I don't know if you've ever seen this card before, but if you haven't, enjoy. Let's go. The 92 upper deck, mint 9. Wow. Even I haven't seen a whole lot of the 92 upper decks in a minute, so hope you enjoyed that. Appreciate your support. He's like, this guy's the real deal. I got you, bro. Bunt attempt again. One away. Runners advance to second and third. We have a chance. Jose said 1 chance, 1% winnable. And then I was like, well, Dylan Moore started off, and here we are. Still, it's not looking great, but it's looking a hell of a lot better with 1 out with runners at second and third. I mean, ultimately, we could win this game or at least get to extras. But Julio doesn't scare anybody. He's not the same Julio from last year, but maybe we can get some magic here. I mean, I would rather just not swing. See, my strategy right now, if I'm Scott Service, is like, just don't swing. Just let the pitcher pitch, and he won't be able to hit the zone for 3 pitches in a row, and then maybe we can just get on with a walk. But you have too much ego out of the hitters that they want to swing. You know what I mean? But when Julio wants to be a Hall of Famer, you're going to have to be able to make reads at the right time and just take your pitches. You know what I mean? Try to take a walk. Yes, being a hero and hitting a home run is great, but what happens if you strike out? Then you're a fucking loser. Like, you're supposed to be the guy that's Hall of Fame, a guy that's an all-star perennial, and then you just can't even get an RBI and get a guy in, Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. So it's like a lot of these guys need to put the egos in check. And I know you're like a star. You're on Topps baseball cards. You should have been on MLB The Show over Jazz Chisholm. But the bottom line is you fucking chase pitches like no one else. And a lot of times you fuck us over by being that aggressive. And it's not just him. Facts. Come on, Julio. 4-3 Blue Jays, bottom of the 9th. Runners at second and third. takes a pitch, 2-2 count. And again, Julio, is never patient in the box. And if he ever wants to become a Hall of Famer, guess what? He's going to have to be. Okay? He can end up being a perennial all-star, but he's never going to make the Hall of Fame if he keeps playing like he's playing this year. But every once in a while, Julio will have the magic. It took a while. Like he didn't homer for like a billion years, and then finally he got I posted this photo brand new yesterday, and I was like, he's going to homer today. He did. Sometimes it's just like intuition when you watch your team so often. Sometimes people will say it's luck, but 4-3, 2-2 pitch. There it is. Swing and a miss. Julio, not reliable to be the hero in games. And that's my favorite player. So at least I can be critical, when I need to be critical of a guy. I knew that was going to happen. 2 away. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, Gino. Come on, Gino. Takes the strike. 0-1 count. 226 average, 14 homers, 58 ribbies in 2023 for Gino. 0 for 2, walk and a hit by a pitch. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. Everyone's like on their heels right now, too. Come on, Gino. .278 average, 5 homers, 45 ribbies in 2023. Outside, 2-1 count. Let's go. Come on, Gino. .2-1 pitch. Shouldn't have swung there. Big swing and a miss, 2-2 count. Yeah, Blue Jays won this game. 2-2 pitch. Nope. 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 There it is. Sometimes you just know. Nice win for the Blue Jays so that they avoid the sweep. You can't be greedy thinking that you're going to win a sweep over a team that's much better than you, which is the Toronto Blue Jays. So a nice effort there. But again, we fall short, even though we won 2 of the best games that I've seen previously. Shout out to the Blue Jays. And I genuinely mean that. Like I said, a team that I feel that is a mirror image of us. Our pitching is better than theirs, but their hitting comes in a little bit more clutch, especially when we're batting like 230, 231 as a team. So, oh, man. But again, great game. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow and we'll grind it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Enjoy your fucking Sunday. And you know what I'm going to be doing and what you guys need to be doing as well if you're a fan? Shark Week. Jason Momoa starts in 45 minutes for me. Put on your fucking TV and watch it. It's going to be the best thing that's on TV tonight. It's going to have celebrities. It's going to have sharks. It's going to have amazing stuff. Good documentary program, and it's going to be all week. And it starts, I believe, in about 45 minutes. That's what I am going to be watching with Paisley. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And then hopefully in the future, we'll get compensated properly. So enjoy the rest of your guys' day. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone that donated, commented, shared. You guys are the best. Final score, Blue Jays 4, Mariners 3. And I got one question for you. Who talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.